You see, aura, anyhow you bring yourself out, it play a massive role in how I impact teams. New. So coach Jinanchena coach ni mu odua opponent e ba e wadwen odwen. Marco Rose was no relax it in the baby cry. Newcastle coach do catch Andoni Arola. And no be sa story. So do catch no. On fani nya it will be say Jurgen Klopp will be on bench and they will be on bench. This is not to say these are coaches who are not good, but all I'm trying to say here say how people saw City during Guardiola era no. Now teams will be very courageous. They will go in. But say as a Chelsea Tom Enzo Fernandez akofa Alex Scott aba proper like for like. Alex Scott in resale value. The salary obeje say menya sure say be wosoro a chen say the Enzo Fernandez no request no. So and then mama dream who say no Chelsea there's a reason why they want to push Enzo Fernandez City no or their encore. They just don't want to destabilize their team. But I think the Manchester City team currently, the Chelsea team currently, you might have the likes of Erling Haaland, the likes of Ruben Dias and co. But me who say team we say na a fein and kese ba sa attack you kutawi. Yaw opeja tina bo true boy ko. Highly technical. But it's also to know their film. Then City are going to look for Cody Gakpo. And ne me say Ntokwa City for ne ko almost supporters ni bi three boom say na Cody Gakpo de obey player Liverpool for say almost say no money nye ho omo ko pay left wing guard na ba because last season the goals no na ma but me busa me won say Liverpool so be hwe nyame ani maton Cody Gakpo because so money mu ho no Isaac on prouvi Florian Wirtz on prouvi Ngumoha on prouvi. Only one player has been able to prove himself in Liverpool. Fis almost signing or mobile for Sika Kessie.
Ngumo and then Mekai say before this season, na Yedin Kuma Steve Caso or near the America say be a player no man a chance because Lami Munin make you debut no Musani. I think I may as I said you man best one channel.
On provy
from bench ne okay.
So only Liverpool team ni na attack anymore no ba kuna proving no pa medical Gakpo to nche because no ekitike. Ekitike na proving no. It is a okasa jai Cody Gakpo say Uncle City. What to another goal scoring player? I don't know what experience what team minimum man eko. Why not in be replacing in the market? Okay, maybe omu the Kitike be boy free left wing Ghana Ngumoha and Obi. But untimi into Salah e man for the goals in ko. Robertson den assist ko. E mirror fi say Trentano den assist ko. So the numbers are gradually going down in terms of these players who stood up for Liverpool. One last man standing. Zoboslai or Hodie. But I believe this is a guy Liverpool should find a way to keep him. They should find a way to keep him. Now no ade omobo weekend, the omo chiro omo wan sabe beli omo biem. We all height, we all physique. Obesama goes. No matter how you say a lot of things against him. But I bet you might see what Jamie Carragher said yesterday night. Said, "Oh, Liverpool team, it looks like almost some no munya kosa ekiti way no omo West." I believe or running too much ahead of himself, and there's a reason why. Yeah, I think we are overjudging these particular Liverpool players in a certain context with how omo they buy. Now they've come at a time or in a period where the team is trying to rebuild and restructure almost style of play in the current market. So Okafobi to say Kitika, it will take time for him to adapt to the new system and the new coach. Okafobi to say Alexander Isaka, player behind the way City adapted. Isak say, wow, we name the trend behind. So say that it took him 1 year, 1 season to adapt. The quality is there. Somebody like Florian Wirtz, Afin Waba, Amafobeka say, oh, Nasisi, Debbie. Yeah, sometimes you might feel say these guys will be flops. But the club has made them a victim of circumstance due to changes or more club name. Liverpool need some creativity and wings. 2 and 3, 7 and 11. Firmino, none of the others so act as a decoy. Assessa, and now person will go through more central progression. And number 8 and number 10 is almost like they are getting more involved. Omakofa new coach in the number who has a different system. It takes me back to what Antoine Semenyo Kafa Andoni Arola. Also about for no first by 3 to 4 months no munim the coach in the person chere. By time omo beti coach na se no and ma Belmont omo performances in the year day. There will be another question that Liverpool be time the amount Andonia Rula. That one the question of Wankasabe answer for Mumpenny for. But I think we are overreacting with these and a West and they say when a Isaac and consign as at that time. Tell me which club in the Premier League and Konya Isaac as at that time and consign. Florence City ko ho. E bo na na almost na bo e dey no almost say chire ba e kan talent nko akombefa no. Hugo Ekitike, Manchester United was all over it. Newcastle United was all over it. So in terms of individual quality, these players are nothing short of it. By now, team na mama be a victim of circumstance. I think the team should find a better way and a structure to make sure the best comes out of these players. They are talented. The quality is there, and no doubt about that. Almost of this issue now, they'll be fine.
Okay. Wontumi.
Whoa, Mesa Medasi. Me ba Steve on afi Mike ba. My own say where Christopher a free year usuna Chris I say. I think we should also give credit to Abeloa and Fulham. I wasn't expecting this play from them. We witnessed a great game. Christopher and a day and a message, and so at the banana pay. David Watson says Chelsea should go for Porto goalkeeper. If not, Kwajo must say Chelsea has to go for Emi Martinez. Most of my phones will receive Martinez the Bania Diana. More now the Monsebe, but we say Barca players. Yeah, more. Also why I was say tossing and Darabio and why not this also okay me we know I was say tossing and Sanchez or Mama Sanchez not tossing for free. Hey, o pass more Steve. I pay you to have me na me copy message o ba me venture wa.
Yeah. That's it. And I was one of the most enjoyable nights because Liverpool was involved some way somehow. Yenya Abeloa and then Xabi Alonso. I felt that me joining the masses, people that said that it was a bit premature for Xabi Alonso to say Obako Real Madrid at that time at Okoina. But when a bit me deny the call from Benabao. Baby, I called and ringing check. So, alcohol, I felt was premature, but Omanya bread and farmano. I have no doubt in my mind that he will become a great manager. And Maka on numerous times he said, I see Chelsea as a team that will give a strong chase this season, not because of ball for a contender for the league, but the fact that Urbano Okita trophy from the Bundesliga and to have the ability of dethroning Bayern Munich to win the league records are almost year that season. Yeah, should tell you say he's not any coach I'll be to me a downplay. I feel he comes with a bigger prospect more than Enzo Maresca. We deserve that hype than Enzo Maresca. He's a Spanish coach. And the funny thing last night was omo boy ebi mo chire nsem wo TV so and omo gina technical bench no eche no obi e ka say Chelsea be here a reliable goalkeeper. Asem way I think say me kind from last season say. And see that in the history of every competition I born we see. So with the goalkeeper Sebi or your average akoji competition, you don't. Check you World Cup, you mention great names. Yeah. The recent success of Chelsea, by under goalkeeper Edouard Mendy.
Peter check money now, crab. Oh, can recently. Yes. Oh, okay. Mendy mo.
Into me any goalkeeper, sir.
I think Sanchez here also in the Dark Club World Cup.
Oh, last season, me catch you say. Arsenal, me see a lot of people saying say Declan Rice and the best player of the team. He is not, and he can never be the best player in my books. The season under review. And then Ramit said the Jimmy Carragher candy Makanda and said the reason Arsenal won the league. Hey, David Raya. Into Koshe Alisson Becker. Koshe Pep Guardiola buy it was Joe Hart. I know Kofa Basa goalkeeper be Bravo. I know Jano Kai. I know Kofa the Oko Turkey Ederson and Ney or Donnarumma. Italy winning the World Cup. Who was in post? Spain agent. The last World Cup Spain agent. Who was the goalkeeper? Into Yemfa average goalkeeper. NG League. Yemfa NG competitions. Papa Bia. Into Alonso Betima ya Jumani Ninebi. But me Kyle Lawrence Carrios in your money be. But Penti Fiena. Nobody at the chabe when it matters most. Makadada, so we had the trial of Morgan Rogers, Kopama, or you fully fit. Now, Pedro no continue from where he left off. Chelsea were an attacker, more sharper than Arsenal Ekitano.
Attack?
Yes, I mean more deadly. The Arsenal Ekitano. A lot of Chelsea fans met me who say, "Okay, now we jai 20 no for 9 say." It has always not been a case shirt. Your share Jesse no man Dean the number 9 Peter Osgood. He scored over 150 goals. Jimmy Floyd Hassan Van Gebeshe and then Radema Falcao Mubeye ni fin kakra. But Liverpool was similar case with the 9 shirt. I think Ben take
101. Now what didn't come up by hospital there. Ye Roman after at for bine ye was so spine and a problem a woman assemia. A year arthritis be and how I do don't pay and then Kasea and the Mutashi Shewa over Banafia bought and the Juma Diamant. One more multianano pay a trade dear and as will be a or Tianafia Crobia Tuna and Woodano and no I at for ban and a boy Juma as I'm a doctor at Nasia or boy Juma or a Tonswago or Ben Agogo Hospital and a cross. Sprinters Road 18 Junction. Winner duo and you may come 0244 988 004. Now what do you come and pay ye Remo Tabia Sway? Na Tabia Bar Company, woman a day Takumanaba. We are bar now on reach your orgasm da. The American and no chance onyante there and feeling Pema. Abanisam no problem because a Jume Berman Bois Esa to the Berman so what think I no when you been after oh Numa and as Otafria and Oberbois. Your Tabia Bar Mr. so malaria dropa and a bouti and anope na malaria how I drink out the numadre and overboa ye are capsules on yanumbi amasisiadiano and so free so 0243 686861 now what bon common anope be a better din and so let me at the area yanko and a 3p garlic mesa so and anope na 3p na juma and say answer garlic and ankasan ewo and name and running ra a year Emery Pedriano entina Dr. Scatcher say a garlic de a tayu subina ebe bow amo apomodin and so nako ye ka wuntie na untimi enyu garlic obuana garlic ne me dibia na agimanum we ya dia dro enyiwanum high blood pressure sugar level was low immune system and so form and also be a stroke edina to from piwak for some control as a 3p garlic mister a draw wunya bi na no ma ebe bo man mu afana ba bia no obenya biato e glass bottle mu tini e kokko na garlic no e down 0248928824 now what in common na no pe Ruta no e 31 your Ruta Mr Ruta Life and your Ruta tonic no na unim say Ruta Mr na de wo mu pa ni say ne se wonya bi na say unoma say malaria bi ama awode awo sorry anopa wo kwa adwuma na wonam nyina obasa wo de anum bi enfifire be start afiri eyi ade no e de afiri ni pedua no Ruta Life ne de say utia no pe na moja ntimi ne afiri sane obu a wonantia ne mpabo atimi woro wonte eno ana Ruta Life na ye ho adwuma sa me nsane me nan aye titiriti ni nyina no eno be ko afa ewi a ye de Ruta tonic no so pam typhoid fever e woni pedua no 0244485632 na what in common no aye Ruta one more product no an ye don common no e de manano pe ye rem no ato so e wo Dr. Time da so make kasa no pe Dr. Tenasio na ono ana wo no mfie bebre nie ma ware be mfie dunum aduonu nie awo ntimi ma wode mre beto so obekire mo setarese a mu beyi e wo mpam awo yi entafo kra na wo pa won sam ebetimi aka obi ani sisi ene ya anase ultiem oye bema prostate no so no when a problem ya de bi e wodin diabetes no nyina mo fam na doctor time da so wo abu akwa agogo school junction akra e opoko asemayera 0244 774282 na wodin koma current stick de adro ne ye bema em say wadi say enawo wodi achini a amana konya accident na problem abane say gonoi when you be into current stick adro zara me shane ne chi no unya bi na you so ebe boy your bansu kunsu a eya nso bi ta gugu eya nka bi efretira adro ebe boa opa unya zara man capsule so no bema bia hia bia wo betimi dia boy tuma ana afa ye hia hindi about me shane so eba no say hepatitis ya de and diabetes a eno nso ebe call 0246348334 now ni mpanimfo adin koma na no pay Anoben Enterprise wo madaroma na Anoben se country say oh yeah contractor na we adwuma me ka say awode ne tiles ana woto na wo pe kama pa obetimi dia ye chese wadwuma wo die se office na wo si anase ne wo si wo dine na pe se onya tiles papa wo mu ana de papa ba washing ana bathroom accessories it is water closets no and wash basins ana shower systems ni nyina no wo benya bi e de dituma wo new building anase renovation wo ye e ofienti e ba no bathroom accessories dia Anoben Enterprise na me ka say wo pe abo we contractor na o construct road na person ne o fele kwan no de abo kama se de be ya kwan be take ne abo abaso a eno no se de etie nie wo be use gravel su bi na dia ya eno so ye ene trucks a fabo na umo kumase a ye anwoma so high tension ana wo akran so ye wa dental station ye ne benab oil ana dia no 0594577707 na wadin komo Alaska de ono a eba no sem yenka yenkofa wallpaper na yemfanye design e wo dem wo ho e wonye kama mabu sheet an yepe ana se ope sofa chair covers bi aroma diffuser office ebe hwama wode ne dodo afiri aman bi tise turkey ana de aba oman muntu ope bi a ye wadum ye ne boss of building edian mi so akra ye wa circle ye wa tiptoe lane ho a an ye bo adwuma ye 0554114878 na fe wodi enkomo na anope na ye rem awadum malakel mister eno no treaty malaria pa enti se wutie mi na wa pedre bi enso nanom adomala ka de se de nyame adom no e wa dre so no old man se sa ya de enso adama ye wa adom natural tonica wonu ma to ntimi ne di obi o wa anemia enso na ha na wa dro e adom natural tonica no ana babu adom ko mister ne de wote a mister ne capsules e onua e koko ene ayem tim oyema tim untimi nko ba bi usisi e ya adom ko yi ana abepa bi adre open boka e dependable herbal home omu e wo ne Madina New Road no so greenhouse wa your number no 0242235555 na fi wape adre na enyoma ya kama na ye kan nyina no se immunity wunya bia e kantanka na dia ba we no support immune system na enti we adwuma ogya ho onante akra bia no abre ya den keto bi ta abobɔ de bia me ho mfa me ya de wadro immunity wunya bia e no bebo e ma me no ma mo ye adwuma den mu odwa mu ye adwuma mo pon anwumra mo mpa immunity bi no ade akye a mo be ko adwama so do pharmacy aso pe kantanka adro ne afa ne immunity no wo benya bi ensom ato na Lawson beverages the Dr. Lawson ni o doctor say ye mo amane se bema odi sotoro mpem ene mai omutimi bosotoro na bema ni aha bema ntimi mobi because wo no kra wo di fodada wo sense ana wa wie obai nso pese wo tene wo namu se de ne articulator or pompe tie no or dem frama ne pompe wo nso ni frama de bia wo kakwem eno na ma dre make farmer say wo be delay man beaters eno no capsules no de wo yo ba na akwa fiche na Memsa tati yawa edre we be mana ko cool lie and so ediama dre ano hyepa 0248619999 na fe wadu nkomo na kojak de yeso ne yebetwa me yanum adawo wo se no eno ne yen han fan ko wadi no ana se yen ji obi se nko na yesere wa yaso de untimi miewa no ade awosem enye fe udie yusu kojak bi obe wudie wanum ebe yen koda yusu mpani yusu kojak pro code wuti fan ya migraine eno so ebe ko ɛyɛ 0244559597 afe wedding komo COS XP2 engine oil kai ebe 90 ye ama car no so wagye atom say engine no problem bia ni mu a eno ye COS XP2 engine oil say ye petrol and a diesel engine ɛyɛ new and a old fapa ama nneɛma ɛyɛ kamanti car no be nante kama dia na ye COS XP2 engine oil 0540424386 na wedding komo na no pay na power specialist eba hospital yama me doctor koso adua ya enie wasem control say hepatitis and a fat liver near no air fibroid and I say kidney and a problem no and some that was say ha and a baby draw no e wo ha na nyamensa enso ye adwuma brana fi on fire hoban and saw ya de ye wa kra kwabenya ACP road e kwantempo no so kumasi fe ase bosomtwi road and afi takwa de recordo e wa anaji estate 0244544422 na wadu nkomo and ano pe na afi bibia so aye kama atimi ade ama ye to so na no pe ya na ye call in the free screen na eba so na nyame adoma on the 21st September and Wontumi TV premises askwa ayo amas kwana so na free screening no ya the nurses and afi doctors every confano cheba wa wani wo problem wasom and afi utro to no ya be free screening e wo na afi wa wo problem e wo eye no said the maka no and so day to day eye clinic omo e baba be ho adwuma na o maka and afi dental screening be cause wo see wo problem so doctors and so a dentist ebe free in a confanoche aba be adwuma general body in a screening no a balm of Gilead omu ana banti baby body no problem wo bia oba ye betimi ahwe na afenu ama ye kama enso matumi diamanti sano so ama me 21st September de obaba na nuama nso ye kama edama omo mo tachre balm of Gilead omu aka obi na afi adwuma ko bebre omu nyina e boy ye chidom na no pay and the latest ni nyina ho nkomo no enso ade ba ene ano pay na ye rem our gang asue na no pay a gang de omu pa ne said draw a gang ba mister ne ne capsule so ne de obema bia a wuchie mi na no pay e wadro wo de won tie enum bia me challenge us no pay bi na no na bedro anwumra no ngo begina so brutal obeya adwuma ye panti wo no na ye adwuma enso adiamadro yi e wo pharmacy ba bia obedu bia so pa gang on sam enso ebetimi akabi na afa bibia ye kama atimi ade ama na no pay friend e was 0241604702 now what din komo bibia be kama high sense there wa wani to we a factory direct promo and yeah na factory direct promo yeah nyina no say utie na open fridge and asem open smart TV ya tete so on the 18th and you start ye kowie on the 8th of August until utie na unko in showroom washing machine a open temper won sam ebeka bi na fa won so watimi enjoy pa you kumase wa cry obabi 0203 550 000 0302 550 000 na for what din komo na KFC de wa wani tuasem promo no enza Ghana ha ye ma obiaje yetumo na sese no wow deal no egusu a eno enkoso 35 Ghana pe ubedidi e wo KFC ya fili na nuama ye kama enso natimi atiamanti sha no so ese ya bie enano pe be bie o Ghana ha KFC 35 Ghana na fe wo so enjoy to de odu also wow deal na meba abepe 35 Ghana na fe se wo kantuma bi ana abese wo surprising awie ya eno no uche 35 the F ubetimi enso matobi Shannon so as a juicy chicken and on bone now when you small chips kakra now the attach tomato sauce e kan masa ube Philippanti KFC die and ope omutayetina solar console on the doctor Solomon no Zeman Plus about capsules no a porro panya yasam a instant now tido enti sa match no setia capsules ni mienu na wa bob before the action bra ube jina so on sa de no e ntini nko adom panim na ntini no makoma konkro ni nyina be unity among the Zeman Plus na duma no ano den baby ato adro bia no 0245616028 na what in come mana bell there wa wani tua say mana bell fast food and pizza say ne ano pay jollof and as fried chicken and rice and stew and am pay birthday na wo ye engagement and as funeral ye bia be fie o pay duane e be serve e wase ama obia je watum ate wani ma eno aye mana bell and e be serve pa and so abo me ka se wo Kronoma, you delivery, baby. I will be on so bet me the aduane abrow 0249030830. Now also what in come ABA back clinic there. What we need to ya so for us no or boy Juma pa wani ane ya cataract obu ane testing and so if you left na about right into anwashe no so mama say oh ba doctor be mo adura eno ye powder or the be ma ubedi be ko 3 mo aye ni no ho adwuma aye stroke and azembia aye prostate and our kidney what the furniture kaso a millennium inside adade last of Kumasi so kwara so dwena say main market na chi what domain so ye be the Breza preschool 0541565199 na what din come best brain and ya de ko na on certain countries the books no kwara no say o mbeko school a na o mbesua de no mbehu a enye book biasa na abeto ama obo best brain wo mu publication books no all preschool textbooks no from crèche kindergarten and nursery mo a o mu basic 1 to 6 ne say English language and I say in Asante tree akuato versa kodai multilingual kakasa bebrea your books ni nyina bi o JHS for no modern combined auto book no from form 1 a would be we form 3 and no Kumasi Pankrono Yaben La Posada Hotel 0507200200 na fe wa bonkomo ene anope fancy di Maria.
Well, Supremo may I say yemre na fe yemra me share yen question of the day proudly brought to you by Amuzu Have Food. Amuzu Have Food question of the day no na obeje eye cream ni bi na where you see you be out dware na honam enso keka we bebo opa na fe monso aya na muti no mo be say food kama na ye silky na mani o ma ye fine dem ono no Dr. Amuzu Adaramo no and I say yemisa say Premier League no omo PFA Enra and a drama was night about so na womu yi team of the season. Now which player would you remove from the team? Player bang and I for say team of the season mono one deserve sa waso wo ho and no Dr. Amuzu say yemisa kabo
wo Benji fencing say and message or the abasa Julian Timber and no and so ebeji Benji message and no way yaw sebe amakoma infie was Tiago and no so ebeyi na free mo and afi Pedro Amadina Cruz Ryan Sharky a player ono ebeji no everything free mo kwaku Emmanuel say what deserve no cheating we dey pa and no so the abakofi sniper was said this was a perfect selection, there was no cheat. Okay, yeah, that say and your message or the Zabani Abubakar was the selection was intact. Next, pa Fred Henry Jr. said a perfect selection and Umaye and excellency Nanaya Redu also born in some Sebibia okay.
Okay. Na yamra course in this way code no still now 174 no arasuye active ti opa you cash out open so jai BW6B CE6 64B BW6B CE4 F84 BW6B CE5 841 BW6B CE6 117 BW6B CE6 BE8 32 11 10 9 and 8 or respectively. And no, I need to go from the amount until you go for an abena no pay na the latest time. I show funny yet you for beer and I be kem.
Bibia.
So now see Rolly or phone so it's none say beer.
Bibia. Bibia na me fafo.
And I'm sick of do.
Bibia my. Skadiana ukiti na.
And some fan we be a bit me do phone so.
Okay.
So we see Rolly and our had.
What threatening part too much.
Sir, and then Wednesday. I did threaten.
Na oba ye bonkomo kakra wani ho a o se ade ne ti abonte bonkomo. And you knew say na Wednesday ana. Yes, all go inside.
And I'm sorry.
Oh, new to grad or kajen say ayi.
Sir,
new to say
Mate. And then make a foreigner. Why? There's a mass one main. Whoa, you're coming on here about this. Wontumi Sports Buffet live on Wontumi online on Facebook and Wontumi TV live on YouTube and a BMN TV. No, you're digital and a satellite. And so nano perso and you're Juma and so a different. You're coming on here about and I feel
Yamal Juma no you Yami Wohoda Se Uji Didia Obeya Juma and such Renia no you Yami Wohoda Se Uji Didia Obeya Juma Ye bompaye Shamachi Shra Yehuwa Elahenu Yehuwa Ekat We Ahata Et Yehuwa Elohika Bika Luvika Uvika Naveshika Uvika Miyodika Tode Yashak Tode Yashak Tode Yashak in English in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shout out, come on, boy, Capo. Sorry, Capo chairman. I feel like chairman about yes. Now we got time at Tabu Casamun, some messages and a Benino Biase. Hey, oh, chairman, yeah, dear pass, watch me assemble. I just quite be coming home, and papa, me.
Na guess it is okay how guess no Missy, how many boys in this year? Missy gas in say, who to his boss? I don't know about what.
Cheva. Chago Penepeo, I ho Anna Chasabokua, your father's Madrid, Omone Real Sociedad, Tomomiano, Wamusore, Bosso Anna Drew, Abra match way, and some Anyan Quadamatch, crying in Anderson, Nano, Ayade, Jab Basso, Oko, Ayapenepeo, Medicali, a 2 person, you know, and some Abayas, Essence. Many channel are calling for supporter. I was supporters and no more. One I France, Omunano. I was some other banner and watch it. When say our brother, one game Abbas Amacha Josenia. You can say the second coming Abbas Ninano. Way Ababa for the first time after a year so many days and watch it. When say I had 13 years and you the last time Aquabas and coach were you Juma Edema Madrid that was the third stadium and some I had 13 years ago. We're breaking it down so any about a dancer, not just a dancer, no, and some amount a year 4,834 days. I know I just in a foul dwa and the answer and a drino, many channel can come back on here. Your father said, Benebo, Amachas and a drino, one who came on some Adobaso. Now, so like Mama, Real Madrid and Quadano, one more bounce and canomali, no, so more much about Nebias a match and a home game. I am a queen. Amachas. Monkwania Cancer, a retreat, and I say, Monkwania Cancer be a non residential, a just a campaign, any idea. Na your group, you know, Yana or more time, I'm about Abia Cabaya 3 hours to the game, and just a moon, but another Pedaminian say, Munchanam, I just 7 o'clock, and I dream, when I'm saying by not just you say, Real Madrid, almost players, you know, woman, I shall say, I'm going to drive a room, I'm so time with that. Well, we are later when the manager and fans are a Jones and Enya and I just am Oban Tamosodia and your wow so no say 1 man tam dia wow judge and no I said yes time and all casino yes a Madrid also players no woman I just say one more baba concentrating a fay a brand some now said Tim no one movie across stadium now send your team coach and I said the attack one team pass no now Bassem, I am Cotano and Wamako, I am Stadium Benebel, and no, and some I Kakra, and no fruit Amaswara Bantomo Baba Titi Kakana, Maje, Mahome, and Sana later, one of our boys in and some Adiakona, March, and no Bassono, Jameson Canasana, I like to say manager for the Jonesy, one of Abasan and Sano Kakro, now see another quadria, I like to say, I had yes, a Madrid, Omutimo, Metesa Tubu Quatuadia, will be on so I taught you a cat. na eno wache wabe anim sa koto a ensom aye goalkeeper bi a one na bedam no Jaminya no sa ena ebia Trent ensom ada start Ibrahim Konate one Antonio Rudiger ena Man Kukureya one aba master echire ho na fe middle no ena Kamavinga ena Valverde omumi no ensom ana hwianse sa wo som ada ball oba kaisa wo first game ewa away was started Bernardo Silva ena Valverde ana Jaminya no say Kamavinga mom ensom abatumi abam and what attack na die na say Arda Gulash on the right and what Wobanya Vinicius on the left ebiam no na chese Jude Bellingham a player wonom abata Mbappe achi na chese no on a good day on a good night number hadwin bruta a chese woko aye club aye Real Sociedad omo so ya na chese mente bi arsa aye Takafusa Kubonum and chese Carlos Soler ebiam ensom aye player ya fans under Baranazia woman nyina no som abetumi start and the game no ensom adiama Sociedad ebiam no wobanya Yangel Herrera afei wobu player ya fans aye Suchich Luka woman som abetumi abon goalkeeper no ensom aye goalkeeper ya fans Alex Ramiro wonum ana Jaminya no say the game no woman som abetumi abon amameka say no ebima arisa Igosu Belgianum ana fe John Martinum amonsom abehwa kire a chesana dwuma kire baswa ya wasel ya no som abesia kon ye kan nyina no na wori ya show tirim so wachena bounce and some other ball tough game wamane be bawo and abehia awo kam no na eno som aye 7 ana sa game no eno som abekosona from Madrid no Jaminya no sa yes aye Vinicius no answer Vinicius no nano mebeka sa manager ne defender no e ma chese obeka sa se no musi twitwa boy no odwene ho awontiase na oya pa yes ana Vinicius wa divert ana Vinicius o dramatize ana wo do kan kakra bia na wo jan wo to from the ate na Madrid say numbers and control na samuko ebia leagues awudu animo na wodi ebia La Liga nkwankwan eye case study a wonim say La Liga nkwankwan no from 2019 2020 ebesi na ye kasem oka player wo mo twa no dodo pa ensom awala La Liga animo a wo mo say eye player na fa no say eye Vinicius ono ana oye the most fouled player 489 times and nipa edna bia ho a cheso uniform na chesa parayo wono and tosumi no ne no 398 fouls and a player ya fan sa parayo wono som anya nemo no wono no ma chesa wa boro wa ball 43 games fewer than aye fini na so ne ya de aye fouls and aka na se fini no omu twa no pa na omu so kokan Nampan phones ana mona mo kira mo ho ana den fine kosi ensom any ade na omo be so mo chese La Liga referees omo be sere mo ma Mohamed so kakra nanu Jose ebe bom aba so se La Liga referees no wo mo yi atuma ne mo ose awasam peja eye mo modem no mesansa ansana ebia opponent ebe twa na ye be show obi yellow card eno eye because of Vini Entino wo mo se gisi atwa no mako 16 na se 16 times omo fauna and sana bia nipa bi ensom anya yellow intibia in a particular game sabia sama cheno ye twa Vini e mako 10 wo bia no wo benya yellow card wo twa Vini was sama cheno no ebia the next game na omo twa e drew 16 times and a yellow card and some aba na odi no compare the Champions League wo mo se Champions League no ye twa Vini aye 3 times per wo be di yellow card sesi enti no echesa Europe no referees no any den what do compare La Liga as a referees no too lenient and a problem ni nyina so wa wo mo twese bia nioma ebesesa serebe ebe ma chesa pan so ho den no eno som akoso genam achesa no pai ye de ahun koma no de aka ni nyina no ensom atepa na yenko madaya Honda Atletico Madrid omo ye training na no pai na no pem ye sem monitor said ye na wo mo training na kwa boys ni nie na ya bobo register Kuti Romero wɔn say present and wɔti Adamola Lukman ɔno nso ayɛ present wɔn mmienu nyinaa no wɔn carry out individual training sessions ɛno nso akɔ so Julian Alvarez absent ɛdeɛ na asie yɛsɛ Atletico fo no ɛde abasa boy ne say ne ho mfa no ne ho toto no ɔyare na ɛmsɛm ɔmo sɛ ɛno adwo kwade nyame nko a na ade anadwo no wana ne yɛfunu ɛtwa no akyɛ sɛ ɔyare yɛ nkasa nti ɔyare ne nti no ɔntumi ma training ɛma no nyɛ yi ɛba na ɛyɔ ɔmo baabi adena hyɛ ase afiri no kyɛ sɛ automatically wɔn next game a ɛwɔ sɛ nom aba so ɛwɔ abrabɔ kuru a yɛmfa no sɛ leti ɔmo proper na ɔmo de abɔ ɛyɛ saa match no nyinaa no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ den a player no enso abe out nyame ya no Saturday wo mo bo ade atia aye Sevilla ewa away enom ache se bia se ya no bekodi a na ne akwada no nso abe out of that game a enom aye latest ebe na akwada no sam na yaguso aye kan wa bra no pai yedemo no so ba so madi kan catch us omo the report na ba sa Friday Mikel Arteta efrena won peki call no because ono wambeso obahu aye Arsenal omani mukura and was say won ko be bia just no aye Barcelona intena womo try say womo find aye solution and some adiama boy no aye dey solution ababa na ye kan no deminya no say Alvarez no almost pass omo try say obi a wo buy one chance wo den won kodi wo bia tem ana won kasantia wo bia de wo ye anyam de aye say okobo World Cup match every year Argentina every new omu game wonom akokasa the best solution ama three parties no and as both parties and say transfer ebeba enya no nko a da mo ka so reporting wa free bench emra wa boy supporters and enti na temti akona no munya ne man ko no mu busa say sanka ebia wo dihye bi anase bi ayo babi ananka akoda no wo situation bi atesem a sei ananka be feel na Argentina for no say wo mu de omu tidie eda so ye ba kopa na said the manager for no say flick onom ada so ekwa ne tidie mu say aye den akoda no move ababa so no nyina no womo som awo gidie sa player no move no ababa so ansana transfer market no eno som akolosi entima me coach ya fa no hanse flick me no kasa na no pay no wa wi the press conference and sana omo busa coach say Alvarez a situation no so wo penai na boy ne dia no nkranhya bi no so dabi obesere won beso obekasare afa Julian ehon 1 wonyo mu player ana afa 2 wonom ogini team ni di na players na omo wo ho awodo mo ye adwuma ni nyina no awoso mo find the solutions and some adema number 9 no enti kwan bia so the most important thing and some and say wo mo quality within the squad as a koba Serbia Barcelona any recognized a striker crana one benyo obi a onom betimi afele sa void and some adiama team no into an onka one some cry na ahano no mu bisa no say anyabia Rodri ababa and also Rodri babo nyame admochena bossa for no Rodri ebe making a debut because na wo training session akọ so you will say Rodri ensom aginam den wonom training prepare for china wo game against Bilbao na manager say wo training omoye any preparation omodi good form ni nyina no wo factor eye Rodri to china so one started crana eye den a bonom obenya bia bo eno eye nkoma coach no so the buyer ana onsa Lamine Yamal story na me be na no pay Emma me kasa boy no look happy ni nyina ne nanfofo a wodo mo free through the ranks aba senior team and ya jawe kwan na no crowd about day o man fana nka team ne ho Emma Lamine Yamal ya bossa ma me kasa na wo mo ne akoda na ebe meeting onim sa story na me do bro na no pay I was sports bite no manager na confirm say Lamine okay oni Lamine akasa na hwini ho o ma kasa nti the chance by no I committed and some Adama Barcelona commodity woman to be Yamia Machina Lamin about team no more Serbia obetumi abo and also we free bench and some banana down for Bakua and nam so ama chesa boy no am Sawaya Bosano Alejandro Balde wouldn't say coach now confirm say watching a squad at Barcelona woman cross our game no what the Balde I can squad no ho what you see you T manager no wa confirm say Balde our boss squad no more chana nyame yar mo so the ball ayabe bawo gamer and no and some other course about on Balde ne aye team no any players no dynamics any atene nyina no yentie Hans Flick ono ana aye coach and some ama Barcelona yentie kakra.
This is what I can read. So for me it's like that. I don't want to speak about Julian, but I only want to the situation of the club. Of course, we made really some really good transfers now in this market, and our goal is clear. But at the end, also the club has to think about also the future, not only to the present now. Of course, as a coach, I would say, okay, give me please the best you can have, and more and more and more and more. Maybe it works, maybe it works not. So, I have totally confidence with my team, with the quality we have now, and of course we have to manage something, and we have to maybe find solutions for some situation, for some games, and like this, But the quality we have, it's huge, and this is we have to use. And for me, the club is doing a great job. They could doing a great job, and because also we are looking for the future. Okay, what is the best? Not this maybe in this moment, also in the next 3, 4, 5 years, and this is good. And I think.
Some Barcelona manager France Hans Flick ano ana what you say what the kakra to dwane nyina no yan commando paya what they proud to one game nyame yan mo chena no eno so be so against Bilbao way a KG gamer manager no so come here for Julian Horne squad was one kita omo per solution tema aye number 9 ama chesen commando nyina no one so born top five ano some adiaba na Shadrack yen shift yen gear na yen call Premier League anyway Mame Nico Gonzalez akwada no wo say ya kasa ayenti obebo say Nico Gonzalez and so could drew Newcastle no pay wait a moment omo ya medical diamanama Chesa Gonzalez no one of joining Newcastle United from Man City ama me Canada that as a player no City Everton one team anya Rodri adwani tene Newcastle and as a player no and some adenako afei ana Omar Mamouche and so dia no womanya tiase say Man City agranted by the permission some Mamouche ebetimi akwa medical na so dia menya no say na Wednesday say yes, Monday no crown wakwa medical no first part ewie am returning to Manchester ebe kra ni teammate into boyno what a goodbye adia money teammate anches one no bo edema City team no ama Gemenya no pero so ma join say one kwa medical no was kwa kwatwa so na second part aka no what the anom adia so sele be biem ama chese move na ba so kwa idie long deal no we season na Wumpo, a obligation to buy. Now 50 million pounds later, 10 million pounds and some other so now a 4+1 year contract and a player no some other signing. Now unim say Frankfurt, Elton, Man City no one for sell on clause and shame into the Sikabia Man City abaje after the loan to be our brad no a obligation no one must Frankfurt woman yataku no manya sempoa kapre omunya bi esase salon enso hjem enom aye sade boy ne dia no esitianti eno no na ansa yedin komo no mame Roberto Di Zerbi wono an wo coach ama Tottenham Hotspur na players die minim team wire signings HN Spurs samayo ebi abeka Chelsea but Chelsea dia no Charlie Spurs for no dia na no wash o matuto na Anna, what was a cocoa losing the first game? I'm bonus. And I'm coach say, Opani, Nadia, we had the awful sample for the amount time. And was adwuma baako a time enim eni adwuma baako a wontimi mbusa time so mehia more time ana moma me bre moma me mra dabi football there ye ma time enum ana eye problem no into one one kasa oya we one wonim ana one one so no wodiri ye pasanya de se bia wontimi anya ntem amani yo man fa time e fa no time no onya bi our space yente di zarubi and wodini nkomo.
It's football. Maybe last season was tougher challenge to stay up than this season, I think. I can't ask time because in football there is no time. You have to play and you have to make results from the beginning. But the most important is working in the best way and improving week by week. And then I think we have the qualities to win some game. Also at the beginning of the Premier League. This is football. It's football. Maybe last
many
season.
channel cry ya we say football the sir ya my time was sound I was sent tempano wakika ni omasiani na on one kwada ya fan say Nico or really one na chese no okoje a young player I will PFA when my was night no Arsenal or really the abasoba man former coach I fan say Pep Guardiola akoda ni akoda say as watimi agesa award na obi adam say Pep and a polish no match as a faha raha siha unya bona yen seni ade no and a be a crema chesene what a young player of the season to no aja what also recognize the former coach yinti akoda na ya fano Nico or really.
It means a lot, obviously, to get recognised by the players that you play with and play around, and yeah, it's a huge water win. Obviously, the players that have won it before me as well gone on to do massive things themselves. So yeah, I'm buzzing to win that. It feels amazing again. Obviously, to even be part of this team is a huge and great feeling. But yeah, to help them out and help this team out to win trophies or win games, yeah, it's an amazing feeling. And yeah, obviously I came through the academy, I've been here all my life, so it means even more. Pat was a great manager, and he put his trust in me, which I can only be grateful for. But yeah, he helped me so much on the pitch, off the pitch, as a person. And yeah, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd be sat in this position right now. So yeah, thank you to him. Yeah, it means a lot, obviously, to...
And I'll tell you, Bueno, and then last year, man, a former coach, I found Pep Guardiola, now Liverpool player, you found Yankuba Minte, Enra, because I'm a call for the second and third time. Yeah, for the third time, Omukoi, Emma, just Brighton rejected, Womukoi, Brighton, SR rejected, Anna, Omukoi, this time, you know, Williams at Brighton, I catch Liverpool for the say, Yankuba Minte, 80 million pounds na Wontumi junumura na ne fa kwada nteten na okofa de opabia de aba Liverpool for na kama boy na tiase sa sika no a Brighton edimande and valuation na wo de ato no so no enya de so mo betua ne na etua no watch na ntiane omo dase o sa kwada no show interest so obebo ade ama Liverpool na mo no a Brighton ana ama sa do no eno so ama sa Liverpool eba return to da ayen komo na just asking price esote say omante bo no so a enya ne say na me no ka say no wo mo be jai ama chese player ye fono Yankuba Minte wono akoba bi ente na wo de be show tirim ana Paris Saint-Germain boy na ye fono Ibrahim Mbaye wono ene bakola de no ene we beba adechia omumienu na eba adechia bi we so na beba chese ene kwa ne de minya no say boy we agent o my meeting make say our chese Paris ma agent appear am yes omo services omo ya wait send ade our restaurant ono obi di ade kosi tables what Liverpool to Liverpool dia na ne chese boy ni do no eno some ababa so but ye kan no ye twen se bia Paris Saint-Germain and one more boy ni more because squad na dia omo de bia be shem enti da ban ana omo be sanction se bia boy ni do no emra so ana se da ban ana omo ma boy ni information say wobetumi fly akọ Liverpool akọ ne medical eno aye dia monitor transfer no som abesie amateur sanano pani nyina no yare update ba onim say make still now no Liverpool aye team ba ko a wo focus ensom ada so wo aye right wing no mani prepare ho amateur akora no so ba wo mo transfer be ya adwuma man you for no Jamensa kan say Messi Mount atroni kama atwasa mugama against Ipswich no aye dia Messi Mount ayo bi ono ensom ebetumi aba akora no betumi awuram amena ye kase no woro som atumi anya biaba na player ba kwa no ni agyepa aye Carlos Baleba one answer that because do no na aye last year summer ananya maso ana koye bibio January ya ntehwe sama ekra no ne ehye dan tehwe ana no fe no fesa kona no wono som adaba na nya jepa sira no pai na me kan bidi acho sana papa ehye ne nkomo a eno som abam ti papa no de won sinu from krana Baleba osino ho keka no denta na ho keka no ene so obenya nka ne ho ato no na man you women's game mo bonu ko ginam na mom all country of supporters ni nyina sa ne ho ato na wi na sa wo ba ni a chese dwuma mo betimi adamo na wo be yadwuma gidi ensom e dia matim na enom ayo boy na farisa Baleba na Joao Pedro wo kwaje 9 the first game was go na Pedro no ana yes what dia kotu twasa na omubusa na onya sure yes Chelsea number 9 no eye cursed nessa amsa osha enkoyo ebi mo behye ankoye yase Pedro say na why onu no on force and numbers no enye numbers and be inside the pressure e was eba enye number e bonachi and be che say bia ball no obaba say no and also be she goye so no fa ho kra no oni chidie e was adene mo se ade ready enye ode ye ho a enye fato na so obi e dwane obi asuro wonom onye sanyoma ni otom na yese na busuafo no mo ben ye pa no wo mo so aso mo kan say yese sa so called a cast shirt enom a Chelsea wo mo number 9 no wo bia no mo ben akoda wei a wo gidi se bia boy na fa 9 yi wo be hwie wo be twa wata na so be diagu na nya wo kwa no madwe wo mo so mo next game no say kobo 2 goals to mo fa nham tirim a chesa akora no de 9 no abeya dwuma pa na no pai no Jamensa kan say obi ana do twatwa se wei no exclusive na omo so mo chese Man City and Chelsea woman strike deal and na omanya strike deal and no chese enso no ebenya akọ sedie yedi kan bi ade a chew na no enso benya akọ de menya no say san akọ as planned adia ene ye na no pai ana Jamensa kan say breakthrough no City for no awie na obekura so do bato so say nyame ya no chenam omo game no bo I Stamford Bridge EFL Cup omo Luton Town and omo gidi pass about the final home game for Enzo Fernandez ebia watching no kran obetina so na what the bye e dia ma Chelsea supporters ane will be on some about stadium mo betina TV achi ahwe be no nyina no mo gidi sa akoda no one some the goodbye ebema Chelsea almost supporters no na wabro Chelsea ekopo bia be shema mebeka Alex Scott sa boy no ensan ba convo ni mu no onim so Bournemouth want say akwadano womo no mon country obi aso obi first camera mo na mo 68 eba no bi atwam ana amfa ana mo ma agye mo ba be si 90 ba me womo catch out say enam no onim wi a esena peta won woni bi onti womo catch out so mo nton na omon kan Joseph bid ebra enti omo de ma Chelsea some hwe ana omo fa sika bia so fancy ho sadia eni Adam Walton our bon so ma aya Crystal Palace so to say yes one so be sine Chelsea en shadam plesi call enko Palace emsa say Adam Walton enko mo to say enti na no pa gusu aye ka say no ya no monitor wo say Chelsea for no wo mo som abekọ so ani ma wonum say Aston Villa wo mo Jackson and Chelsea womu wiane samsa fana kwade ye betumi akasa diaka e announcement na unim sabe kan pesa Delap go for a 45 million euros ana mbɛkyɛ sɛ Nico Jackson ɛnsom ɛbɛkɔ na okɔ mu nyina aboa no so de bɔ mu a report a me nya no sɛ ɛbɛyɛ 115 million pounds nti sɛ wote ɛyɛ Delap F45 na firi mu a Chelsea ɛtɔn Nico Jackson ama Aston Villa 70 million pounds. Ha! Kofo nim tɔn almost a yintina Debiantos Proyaba Jomo James. I didn't tell you what is one penny. Debian to be channel high. I just said Nico 70, Delap 45, 150 million pounds. No, and we are there some other come amateurs and opino. Yari am telling you some ateba. Na Shadrach Mame and I coach in the press conference because what's not just about cap game to a bar. Yababu say Ampa. Enzo Bana last game watching her and watching Moton na Nico's echo Delap echo Obibaba some commanding now I had the Alonso Ebedin Nano pay Mami Mansiri for Ajub Buadi woman had the announcement about Waba na akwana ba bedruno say why a Man City one player bibia chesa Ajub Buadi ana chesa no enso aba moment 10 year ana chesa akwana no one cheche number no boy no baya one so akwa number 32 eti JZ number 32 ana player ye fan Ajub Buadi ono enso aje na Kolo Toure wo ba kai Toura Pep Guardiola squad no the technical team no na Toure eka ho na e wo PF was night na se na Toure say Man City without Pep no saying I know mobesi affair and I be an Pep anyway Arsenal ever said to me a defender a title no emubaya fo e dey Arsenal yentie Toure e wa bra what din nkomo.
It's moved on. I mean, what's life going to be like without Pep Guardiola?
Of course, you know, as you know, in football careers or in football life, you have managers coming, going, and Pep been there for a really long time. I think now the players have to listen to the manager because I think Enzo is a top manager. He knows some of them. He's been the club, and his style of play is not far from Pep. And I think that the transition will be smooth, in my opinion.
Because it's notoriously difficult to retain the Premier League, so Arsenal have got a tough job there. A City in a position to capitalise on that?
Always. I think there's only Man City, there's Liverpool, there's Chelsea, and I think the league will be tough, you know, and Arsenal, we have to work really hard to retain the trophy.
And Pep's moved on. I mean, what's life going to be like without Pep Guardiola?
Germany, TV revenue, no medical list, no yama dada dana. The turn sir, who call a Bundesliga? No, I say yes, I'm Zadi the bra. You're turning this one. I'm revenue in Tasono. Na me who ya George Casepa, Bamunchen, I'm gonna be Jeffrey. Na Usha a national and international a Sikaba. Who can you know the moment brain Eki Kapko almost 93 million euros and no a distribution of TV revenue and also about just 92,681,458 euros and no a bamunchi sika live accusing Tosumi and Dortmund at Tosumi and Sana Frankfurt abe 9 ama Leipzig abe num a Toronto Elsbeck, I'm on just one chat was a 30 million class all found Johnny. I just a woman about this mountain Jürgen Klopp, and you'll be a German second say you say you're in Germany. One coaching job, a man, no, one coaches our door on what Bundesliga can be a fine pa Vincent Company, Nico Kovac, Sebastian Hoynes, one of them come and be a baby, our coaches, every man run down about German boys, Amateur bar, one more bottom of our respective air clubs, and our manager, why no say, want to know if you enter ball, our TV so, Nano Super Cup, Okoshebi, and it's yes, was saying, I just a Friday airby, Bundesliga opener, our Alliance Arena, Bobokua, your father's a brain, Elbono, yes, and on some opening say, Obacona, Wakakope, I am Bamunchin Fono, one game to be a chance away, I am match day one on who coach, I was so, I am brain and in Stuttgart, Omomi on the Bessia, and international team. team coach and some about stadium wabakwa community say game no and some abesia ko onum sa Joao Palhinha buying for boy na wababo loan last season Premier League no ma Tottenham no onum sa Palhinha yes one Benfica for the no you fully done na dia kan say announcement tebeba ball pa de ko gina na so gidigide tuba bia lenkere tuba bia na metesa Palhinha ebe ko aya Benfica no aya update eba unkomo no nyina no yet ema na uko aya Italia according to La Gazzetta dello Sport woman dia ba say oh sir IFAB Edinburgh bi ba on some the kebe yes delay tactics and your ball control washa one t and yes say no on to ball no now we are craba ke om GBT at Chelsea to ball in yanko we are so it a reference pay him to tiamo yes sir we call Italy and man buy no am say baby are effective am you can say your boy effective time and some our football no more on some ball no crano yani can so and waste time we be 90 minutes no ya buy a 50 minutes by Italy dem say can say Atalanta woman Sassuolo a match no and the most effective game and I say effective time on record day 64.5 a minute and on boy na just a pa oba maybe a tramwa ya buy a 52 minutes and a delay tactics buy more the punishment abenti about 57 minutes e bi no top 5 European major leagues League 1 and as I say one more effective minute per 59 minutes on the average I just say almost see about amanyoma so be kama na Nicolo Zaniolo utinya na utinyo so unu abasa kwa surgery game against Como we pray Zaniolo be kwa surgery and no update eba unkomo no nyina no ye de ema ye yemfense na afia makwa na mom ashura kama mi UEFA wo ball no Champions League where a match ball I tebe ya jumentiano ahye no so ma say this is in Champions League aba shots here no match ball on be easy enie anana ayade say Lyon ebebo Fenerbahce wa woni mu a we been can't trust a match way bibia betum yes because obia per qualification now some game I was at Barcelona 7 over here first leg we move 1-1 and then Lyon able fear yes almost game a high risk anunti police for we move stadium a 450 one more and about stadium and we protected life and property yeah you know some fence na abeja from anafe yenhwem
na Wiki Lambert mama amfa mobra and almost say a care shirt. So when Salah arrived, no saw ni Roberto Firmino didn't come on man 11 no kofa 9. Firmino is CJ cinema near clean. He performed, scored goals over the 9 shirts. Interestingly, Chelsea number 9 now must say a case another Brazilian abefa. I feel that over changing the narrative of the care shirt. I wish that this season be call year man. Xabi Alonso is a good coach, and that whoever would want to write him off, I also would treat him with caution kakra. Areas I never had Chelsea pie or center pair any goalkeeper. Center back no my own there's a presence. Until about the French defender now to say he always wants to defend.
You find it.
Oh, we are dead in your children. And then you say, many how. So I fell me tank, mammy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fell me tank, mammy.
What's it? Mike. Why they?
You must obey the Quaba. I'm going to Quaba. On a baby say. So over the Quaba.
New as
Mike, my what time will be room?
Obey Rem asking no rest studio.
Young customers.
Oh, Newton. About my
time might be rest studio.
Emma, I am.
Na ya me no na me de car be fa ho yi.
Na oboasi no yese ya oyirawo.
Ah, me de car be fa ho ni oba time na me speak
na me.
Kapo
chine ko ahwe na Mike ho. Ah, me say, ma hutumo ramu. Ya ma so be da kwaba.
New. Be abakode.
Wo ni oba time na ma le say ala de onum no. Aye yi kakra.
Wo ya na ya ye bro.
Ya na hwe, o malisio.
Baby are you okay?
Coffee precious na ma me.
Baby are you okay?
Wo ya de jata boy bro because
ai
as far okay there.
I said what do?
That's all the safra and
Mami jina ho chere.
Ma onsem nsisi so ye.
Ya mentelement.
Ma onsem nsisi so ye.
Sisi so ongrofo bi asum. Ntu de enko.
Na se ma ba mi ki so de o betwe di.
Mike.
Oni akomi atwemadi wo baabi pa na.
Ya ono ni mamo. Ya ni mamo ba to peso ya no onunu me mfena makasa.
Wo pani etimi shi ase pani eshi ada wo huda.
Mike the new team no ya adwen we obetwe di sisi.
Mike
because oni akomi atwemadi wo baabi pa na.
Ya twedi we.
Obi man so
South Africa la.
E mo twedi twa mo tumi ni wa Ghana hey.
Omo mo aka kromo.
Omo ko twedi obi man so.
Hey, Obed catch us say Oba South Africa and show kama.
Mo show
kama. Because you have more points beyond. There's a points. Yes, I know. I'm movie. I said almost sunny. Oh, David. I don't know the pictures.
Now, my facilitator arrangement be with Professor be or universities in the back. South Africa. Now, Osanso we or a surveyor. No, sounds like architect. So are you extremely busy? One, or a professor, surveyor, architect. And the time of being an
loaded
Amanina or born in CP. Now a extremely busy and loaded at the same time.
For your default. You get it. And time or year free say Obeba Beshia no. Nobody need
when I send in I'm sending the pictures. My class man who quiet no. Penny buy and also the flight ticket.
Yeah.
Let's say we
have catch a pilot. Oh yeah, you tell.
That's what I am pumping time.
But I just read this already.
That's what you're doing. Yeah, assembly cannot just you. South Africa super chilling. No. Facilitated by Obi or Okrumo.
Michael,
boys need to see.
I saw better best right now, or your PEMS and Omu Ditch may be to know, say, our 12 hours about best right. So better and then way back and see. Maybe I fine. Nah, Ian say new.
Yeah, right. Koloture na or Dean Commando Mubusano say. Looking at Arsenal performance last season, league no moje you know, na or share the rise of Chelsea and Xabi Alonso and Donny Iraola so for Liverpool, making sure so be fill certain gaps be on the team. Made mention of other teams in England. And I talk man say who Arsenal chances. Say a coin beso. And on bet me if I so I retain it title.
I will bra Pep anyway.
Anyway. Ocean Central in a seminar, the person watching say chasing for the title, retaining the title. There are two different ways, two very different approaches. Now, Kolotura Odin Commander, yo, me fight because the Casano, Osha, you so we. Or back at Arsenal, you so we.
Yeah.
So me and I'm say, we the another say, oh, on Yajumao, Arsenal say, but or Casa Caneno. This guy has really traveled with time. Now, early 2000s, now, Arsene Wenger, Arsenal, sorry, no dimutinti. They made history. Yo, and yes, success in na yana kay trim. And yes, success in na kay trim. Me to be a debut or no down for being a koya, and damn watch you bomb, but just or Kyle or kind of memories. But wow, I'm one of my own kinds so. But your everyday ones be on more. The piano, a reggae bell, awesome. It's so iconic. Invincible, so no. You know me a super team. Now I'm defining artistry. Playing on the field, everybody loved it because every department of the field they had brilliance. From James Lehman or the goal posting, Ebaso Campbell, Koloturimo, they had understanding. From that time, Bibi Assassin, who was a Wenger, Mikel Arteta style of play, they say, we know, no, extremely attacking side, blended with physique. And yes, sir, he attacking Yahunya Dion. They really attacked. Moved from the 4-2-3-1, converted that into 4-4-2. What Henry and a Dennis Beckham. Now Henry no drop you back. Lumberg, Robert Pires, no my miensa. Beckham so na be drop ya no my miensa na Henry ko. It was so fluid. Adiana e constant no e Silva Vieira partnership pivot 1 and 2 no. Eno no Mikel Arteta gina so se sie. Wo ye Declan Rice wan ka ho. Ahade dia wo kan Gilberto Silva Arsenal ni bia katanani a. Ma me fa Arsenal for nto. Which football fan na o follow enema ekoso yi onim se Vieira ne ka ho. Obo Vieira and the crime partner Gilberto Silva. It was solid. And Chani America and trickery. Pires or Lumbego or Bia what the other you were free as a defender. Henry drop here 4-2-3-1 or Kokana 1-4-4-2. Mikel Arteta and 2 minutes. You know why? And then to be converted 4-2-3-1 no, but 1 year 1 year. More can we face a Havertz, Obiso Jokeres. Because we mean the trouble. But I know one no system to move one no. But always, you know, so there's one man leading the line. Without the ball, one drops deep. When Mikel Arteta ntiminya a constant member lead the line. Midfield duo no so onyanka enya do beka Declan Rice on. But call
after party koye no.
After party koye no. You made this so right for me. After party koye no. Zubi Mendy was a party on se party. Untiminya. Odegaard. Oh, let's go. Odegaard ntiminya. No offer easy. Offer competition no. Who takes the partnership? They say Bruno no na yesha say obetimi Declan Rice have formed that understanding no. But Kolo Toure is trying to make a point here say depth aso betimi aboa Arteta man retaining the title no. Yeah, I don't think those coaches in a battle for him no. Say Arteta use experience of last season, experience even without sources no. And go for betimi ha no. What am I recruiting here? I think Alonso should in defense. Alonso in the defense, and I win him. Alonso in the defense. He hasn't gotten that yet. No structure, no personnel. I think we should be fit going forward. Arsenal, they were young. Arsenal, we discussing free back there. Who is that? Any Arsenal fan who free back? It is always 4. Omokobo opponent our attack pa na omuni say Pierre in cap in the beba. Omokobo opponent obesity deep. Oh, aha mo ombabo Calafiori they know. 5 for solid. Yeah, Modi no we sit time out. And then in fin no yadwen hu say. So Mikel Arteta that is +1 over Alonso. What the defense no. Na Liverpool su defense na what she
Derby.
Also Mikel Arteta twem wa. Oh, young space. Defense no she.
Afi no ye.
One challenges Mikel Arteta. Okay, Michael Carrick so the competitors, they still have structural issues on the field. Yeah, we are precision, It's like a car na give boom a year call. I give boom. We are looking for rhythm and chemistry because few games in the rhythm never. Few games in the fitness and but I'm saying some of the coaches still at a sort structure no. Mikel Arteta structure no. Yes, sir.
So Arteta dey no for now acceleration.
Okay.
And other coaches no baby fuel o mo tank abesta ababa ignition.
That is the reality. Ball Chelsea ball match day 1. Mood defenders and the goalkeeping department and temper. Match day 2 ask questions from the midfield. It Major Sanchez kakra no what tears in 15 for so. No more that is how it's going to be for now. Every opponent, will be before about team, no. So I agree with Kolo Toure say Arsenal and Mikel Arteta would have to do that extra work to retain the title. Ose Klopp wajuma power Germany. Or Juma we have seen Germany as a top national team side for a long time, and rightly so they belong to that level. Brazil near on Italy. Then they call us Spain, France, so Argentina, social Germany, no hot movie. They always have a say in the world game. Because of more say calendar with me question. How many times Ghana and Togo back question FIFA calendar? Does that happen? We don't have the capacity. And we haven't gotten to that status yet. How many even African countries? And we are question FIFA calendar. But Germany is in that status. And until I show us Africa for no. a draw so World Cup no ohunu. He feels we don't deserve that much. Okay, yen no. They deserve to be there. Now let's talk about the relevant table also. Because what materials and you even have the materials and only coach now they have the coach who or where are the materials? No me dwene ho an me busa question 1 or 2 yaw. Bo me no twam story we kakra. Germany top goalkeepers currently in the game. We top 5 for maybe. The defensive structure no. Let's talk about the centre back. Jonathan Tah and who? Rudiger.
No, okay.
They don't have the midfielders yet. Pavlovich. Rudiger. He's past his prime. Friends, the final third. Do we need to go there? And I didn't hear balance. So Klopp was my power Germany. Now someone say, who are even the midfielders? One should you have about top 5 midfielders in the game, but I could free Germany. No limit who as queasy argument. No, you say you're more top defensive midfielders 5. No react much abesho. Patriotic come on say. But say first now, Schweinsteiger mo Philip Lam crowd free 2 hobo finfi. They know the game ni no. Only Germany ni BCC. Goalkeeping department no ni BCC. And these countries, you know, omo for mediocrity and winning. Like Ghana but sorry beyond all the materials. Sorry, we can't win with average squad. One who say Brazil for no so bread. Now Italy for no so. Take time and go through those national teams. Never compare or more arenas say in Spain. In Spain, ko World Cup and fact Femi Lopez and Kobe. Koko Benchy Pedri will walk up and I say ho. Edge walk up no money. Oh, I'm talking about Pedro or Coco Benchino. That's Spain. And I'm saying you need balance. Balance means quality in defense, goalkeeping. Midfield and attack. Now France for any attackers. France for they have everybody in the final third. But Spain they were asking questions from the midfield. And who are the midfielders? France midfielders no way Chouameni, Manu Kone, and who? Adrien Rabiot. No, Spain were keeping the ball. They were forcing them to play. At the corner of the year, Argentina. So you need quality. And look at Kubasi in Aymar performance. And we say Germany players no here. And now what's not there? Maka say, "Oh, Freeway, fancy bra, set bra, Mike ne." So, but that's not the Germany you want to have. So when or two form, and you say club, equal grounds or free. Bundesliga coaches are finding out. Yo, I may struggle kakra, but having somebody like Klopp, I think I'm more anymore see Italy for the project on person. For Italy, do I get touch in the crown? Any person person. Pep say no, Don Carlos say no. Pilo so pen crofo one money na nyadwene ba kono executives no administrative lo monjini then. So for someone like Klopp who understands the problem and Germany, wow, so be free no. I think they will come back. But project in here time. Rafinha, if me or 2 minutes beer. Rafinha, I think Klopp has a so many chance no bobo no. Sorry, Hansi Flick. A so many chance no bought 9 no. Now obabo so ebre we ye na obetumi abo. Ebre ya ye wo mu ye. It is the right time. Right time as in they have players who go in the wider channels. And yes, Rafinha free chama short. So this is the right time. Right time we are a center forward the bini ho and nobody that compare no. Because when you have somebody or you proficient on your wasteful at the bench the comparison beba. But obi any bench or Abdul Karim the compete as maybe 9 natural center forwards. Another point and it's of free injuries and ever being explosive. Your knee and our ankle strength at the bema. That wingers no check na ni koto on 19 kan and the game no I started a very retrogressive. Gareth Bale, your own best friend Eden Hazard, all of them. Ian Robin, Frank Ribery. You need strength in that joint to explode. How can you be explosive? How can you be tricky? Oh, but after change, you can't even use your pace. But game no you go through what's called evolution. Ronaldo at Manchester Euro 2004. I'm find a picture on TV also. I told you, South America be VSS. Me catch them madam for be say, wait, obe di defenders one because at that time no na Ashley Cole na Zambrota mo 2-2 for na wo hono no. But Ronaldo was quick. He was very quick. Euro 2004 no many Greece mushesha, you know. At that time now wins na there obi oye parameter no e figo. But Ronaldo was really knocking. But at some point Americano drop here. Now konya nsanyansa na draw so you get close to the box. Now Ronaldo, look at this picture. When you on stay box to no more.
No flanks in the show.
I had no team vertical hazard didn't be a pipe ball on air banner.
I don't mind Ashley Cole turn from Bino.
He was so fast, very not the ball enough for fast. But all Real Madrid no goal scoring no bunny team. So he started identifying ways of scoring, not ways of dribbling, ways of scoring. What is a Ronaldo high one analyst be? Where a set piece analyst Alonso Akofani CCA me no can say. Mark Fee. Would Chelsea too much. Alonso Akofani CCA me no can say Ronaldo no high no as a set piece analyst. Tell you, see why you look at football see Justice Blay. It's a career for Seni. Wa high the services of a set piece analyst as an individual. Ronaldo, when he wanted to be very much potent during set pieces of boxing, he had to hire somebody because a person will move from a winger to a natural finisher. And of course, a dear friend go to Ronaldo diaka home. But no natural finisher. The profile is it's man transfer market. Almost the profile no one. All Manchester no left the end and super. But see, I'm not say center forward the end now say a change. And the conversation is that Hansi Flick has to move Rafinha the same way as Ronaldo done my born with home as a center forward. But a big job. Nemo coach, I keep saying so many angles. Quite best na Usman Dembele you dinner tema ubia and regarding we who for according to Barca fans. And according to some of the games our boy okay pass be a Messi the two and anybody.
Yeah.
Sadia me kaya na me ho shime. I said finish the ball na pique cross
me.
He didn't have the confidence. Not the confidence alone. He didn't have a coach here or the time to build him on that. What's the Luis Enrique Asasano? You've seen that, eh?
So was Uncle Jenna home.
We remodify the game now as a wide forward to a center forward. That job be forced on Hansi Flick right now.
So Rafinha Monano.
We support Saruno.
Okay. New, may I say, Mike Bray.
Fancy. Thank you very much. Andra, I've had people ask Quimber na Chelsea fast to me ton players na the Delap operation and fast na Chelsea nyaye. So I will take some time to break things down kakra. Na again the cautionary way I will send this football so simplistic as 1 + 1 is 2. The simplistic calculation you can do regarding the lap and it's a Chelsea turn 30. So I'm turn to 45 from poor. Now I'm finding say 5 million add-on clauses and you activated at 45 million pounds minus 30 you're saying. 15. At the Chelsea for 15 million. That is a simplistic calculation you can make regarding profits of football transfer. But in Pimpinana, you are the accounting profit and how it is calculated. Your BB friend amortization. Amortization just say where you player. My top player way. A boy made the tourney 50 million. Many player not sign a 4-year contract. 50 million now made their top player way, Sa a year 4-year contract. You best spread it ne bono by the 4 years. In accounting a year way you better no year after year. That is after every financial year. You better record the 1 of the 4 in the deal. Do you get the point? In the amortization year, a way of breaking down transfers in the accounting books and a keep account of it, and as you the documentary evidence for that particular transfer. Into 50 divided by 4, say now benya. As in 25 year 2. They be 25 year 2. Into 50 divided by 4, 12.5. Into every year biano on trying 15 boom 12.5 and I'll bet exactly. In the case of the lap,
Wontumi,
Chelsea kofane buy and they signed a 6-year contract. But Premier League ni UEFA or amortization limits into for a maximum period of 5 years. And okay.
Sometimes with me I reverse to say 4-year duration fee no with me I can say with you I can see to us
any arrangement on the club.
That's another support.
Exactly. Now into Chelsea offer the lap for 30 million for a 5-year period, and the maximum duration of what to pay. And 30 divided by 5 years and 6. And in the first year of the lapse contract, Chelsea bet you 6 million in the accounting books. What is 6 million fee 30 million more saying 24. And the book value, the lap value, and 30, 24. And it's a Chelsea turn on 45 million this year. Over 24 na 45 million nim. And yet the 30 million now bet you frame. And even if you use the accounting way in the principle now, in the accounting books, Chelsea will make profit of not less than 20 million on the lap. But and so again, there are other variables, especially David Manasseh, the agent, or facilitated the lap to Chelsea. Now, Chelsea Tiano, an agent fee. According to reports, Siko Mutiama agent for the lap £3 million. This is David Manasseh. And this is Chelsea Tiama when he £3 million on the lap. So the accounting way now procedure now you will factor that into in a fees commissions paid to agent. In fact, since Blue Lake befa you made the anyway Siko Mutiama agent fancy cost £70 million. You need them. You need agents to facilitate transfers. Agents na mpemu amwa. Jeti na Julian Alvarez ni agent wa soja. Sika akrabeko. Basa ede ya amde kakrabe no. Oh, also commission ni also fee ayeti amount ni. Agent me free player or free club or especially if they play the role of negotiating. Intimene me boy na kan obeba. So I am rendering services for you, the club. Boy, no so many my age made my representing me render service am boy no agent me hajea. So this man earned £3 million. You be calculate the account e can be award the lap on commissions. Ebia yetie sika be the core baby for fraud to facilitate processes near there ni now will come into being. And so sani the calculation no but football for ne there ebia fans they didn't come out 30 Chelsea are turning 45 50 million but in proper accounting principles so we use amortization a born to me bro what the football calculation produces. So how is Chelsea able to do this? I think there were factors below. And one of the factors will be one, Chelsea's model. What is their football model? Go for young potentials or more better developing, and then they have a better resale value. And if the lap was signed to join Chelsea, Abra already 28 years, no about 1 year we already 29. The market value no any strosa, and then you have a resale value. But he's 23 years, and again strategically he's British. The record of war with Ipswich a positive kakra. Chelsea Diana Ankoyi, Premier League or share 1, overall share 3 goals. But at Ipswich he scored 12 Premier League goals. So there is a potential for more development. And more multi footballers say a processing yoma for transfers. Say a player's bad season at a club does not necessarily decide his fate. And especially say a big club as well, they look at certain environmental factors. So if our Ipswich no share 12, but never Nottingham, he will give me something similar. Again, or a British international. So it is our homegrown field neighbor. There is more premium placed on signings a British club will make involving a British national. So Ayane easy Kanechuku Emeka before so best switch nationality. He was British. Chelsea enya 4 million outright profit from the football calculation. But in terms of accounting, Chelsea enya 8-9 million pounds as profit on him. Again, Noni Madueke. Pure English boy. Chelsea Kofa Neba, he was on the fringes on Yebimbo. But what Tony is Trevor Shaloba. On crowd from the Chelsea Academy. Obia Kase boy in Wasa on Yade. But look at the value Como placed on him to come and sign him. So that is the Chelsea model. They basically, Chelsea have been able to strike wonderful relationships with agents. Midi the lap in common, me catch say David Manasseh nya 3 million. Sika Chelsea tria cumulatively in the last 3-4 years, Ediama agent, ekako 70 million pounds. And and they say radio station, TV station, na marketers. Omo pay advert ne ba, omo commission percentage.
Yeah.
Station omo de advert ne kwa de bia yetu omo commission mo omo tentem no. There no omo ye. They mostly want to send adverts there. It's the same year. Chelsea enya the reputation say oh the player no call go for metia. So agents want to do business. Inti eboa Emma, if I am moving the player out, my agent amede. Manasseh, David Manasseh, the lap agent, boy in his house so called Nottingham, Obenye. And if in 2 years, me benya agent fee bet me do by £5 million, you don't think I would do that? So the ability to work well with agents, whether we are bringing players in or we are sending players out, and also one of the factors eboa. Emma Chelsea to me, yes, sir. And these are two I can say for now. I'm running tea. Oh yeah, story say Enzo will likely leave. I can't Tony Bromanis, I know I can bye. Fantastic. You're bidding common on the Chelsea part and then at the Man City part. Maybe Chelsea part tomorrow we can delve deeper. Then who replaces Enzo? So so there is a spot to fill. Esugobet Miabo. Exactly. So who replaces him? It is a very important question. Again, it will feed into one, the club, what they see. Two, Alonso, what he sees. Say a Maria, then it means they have one eye on a certain profile, not name. OTA fans no name, media name common. Two names have popped up. Adam Wharton and then Alex Scott. Fantastic. But again, Omubia Usua similar to Enzo what he offers. But I think if you get Alex Scott, you are replacing the energy and then the off-the-ball play of Enzo. If you get Adam Wharton, you are getting the brain of Enzo. I'll break them down for you. But again, what I mean is that there na Enzo here wa Chelsea team nim.
Boss crashing.
DMBO.
Goes Burma times.
But Chelsea kofa Enzo by there was a certain intention.
Yeah, to partner Caicedo.
And a 6 defensive midfielder or to me Bobo distributing. That is Adam Wharton. Passing ability to break the lines a war opponent in team. Having an eye for pass, press resistance. So Adam Wharton is a refined ball player, midfield or to me passing. Alex Scott is as a typical Caicedo prototype, or to me passe. But per what I have seen, the numbers, the data, this I'm watching, we will delve deeper. The numbers and the data. Alex Scott here more of Caicedo into what they never can Caicedo. You might need a defensive midfielder or chiche passes. Adam Wharton here more of a passer, distributor, and he has excellent accuracy in terms of passing. Into what the Neka Caicedo, it allows Caicedo to do the natural job I know here with Brighton, which is that box to box. We know didn't who could do else. It frees him into Caicedo Mbaye 6. Adam Wharton becomes the 6, and Caicedo acts as the 8. And that is the original intention for Enzo. A brainy number 6 or a ball playing.
Or by me, I'm more 6 no.
Exactly. Because of Nipa then the pair and their coach in the so that is the two. Ochina will likely delve deeper. But say Enzo come Man City Okoboy. Ama signing Ayub Buadi Omawi. Meboa.
Yeah.
Then it is seen as Ayub Buadi will be City's number 6 now.
Understudy.
So he found Enzo Bebo. Will he play 8? Will he play 10?
Be 8.
Okay, Shadrack Mboye, City first lineup with Maresca. Near Shadie. Obo Magay as the 6. Elliot Anderson as the 8. Nico O'Reilly as the 10. That experiment failed, especially with O'Reilly. Or this Cherokee Bayern, it changed the outline of City's attack and it brought impact. And it means from the first experiment, it is looking like Cherokee is City's best number 10. And it's a Chucky for number 10, no. Now, Maresca best take it to this formation. Then it means number 10 is not in this conversation. Then we are looking at 8. And Komowo will feed into a sentiment I have echoed some time ago. I think, say, City Airto Elliot Anderson, they were not so convinced, say, Rodri Chinchini Obeko. So it was likely to pair Elliot Anderson with Rodri. Rodri ko akono. It has created a certain challenging situation for them, a problem. Of course, Boadi now slots into the 6. Anderson will. So where will Enzo play?
Say be free bench aba. Na baba ko bench am no start there.
Why na ko bench no? I feel the whole team common as ever. So the Rodri change, another Rodri sale, it has forced City to reconstruct a midfield. And I think now, in hindsight, Emma Elliot Anderson Abeye an expensive alternative. One year careful as Enzo Bar, the manager knows Enzo or Ginidi. Yeah. Elliot Anderson games are about for City so far. It's not been so convincing. And a mirror how certain English midfielders here told Musika Kesieko City a SEM. Wontumi. Enzo Maresca na me Fernandez dia. I will slot him in the number 8. Elliot Anderson to me number 6. Wontumi for number 10. Where does he play?
Sir, you wins on one or 10.
Now, checking average 10 no boy. Eh?
So one starting way, and I feel you do free bench bay.
No, again, it is the
also study me as a place no mabano. Maresca de na free ne bia because many sure say pepe bo Nico O'Reilly 10. I feel no good. So, and I feel you might end up in a situation where one expensive midfield back would have to be a bench warmer or an alternative. Even I'm say, so one year careful, not Elliot Anderson be an expensive alternative. You wouldn't want the English media to start such conversations, especially at the early stages of your tenure. England boy, what ton over £100 million on the bench.
I like him coming white because our English boys no never follow Man City.
Phillips, Calvin Phillips, more.
And not the boss Akora no. Fabian Def. I mean, no foreigners no compete here.
Exactly. It has one the way on community here. So it's a tricky situation that must be handled with tact. But I think City are trying to help Maresca. Watch a more transfer business this season. They are more focused on moving players out, clearing the squad, and then making sure that there is enough room for additions in the near future. Me thinking they say, maybe I near few say City the pressure bet to Maresca, so win something. But maybe the plan with Maresca is to grow and then target maybe medium term after 2 years, after 3 years. Then long term they look at it. This is their major transfer sales. Rodrigo, Reindeers caught, Trafford caught, Savio. Is he also a friend of Savio? My name says San Bob.
Savio, let me say, of course, it's now Fanintino. Okoina Fanintino. O changing in Savio. No, I bet me as a son of Bob.
Okay, no problem.
I'm only a baby now.
Oh, no problem. It is Savio.
It's over me and my king.
Me pacho.
Wadino.
Nathan Aki. Anna Regan Heske into Osha. Exactly. Into players where you now call Omoko. It is to clear the dressing room so that Maresca will have the opportunity. Say ultimately for one transfer window, yeah. But gradually he will build a team in his image, or by building a team, they will back him to do that. And you can see the indications. And that is the only thing that gives me encouragement. Say, and the Bia Maresca no, the project ni a medium term, long term. Na immediate and the pressure be better to say win at all cost.
Wow, Mike, may I say now my boss say obedo my who's where the Dino on YouTube will say Ajoub has that calmness to at least help the team control the game. Paired with Enzo, who will be doing the box to box, and they will be good to go. Necessarily now we can any basari nese ba ko bench Elliot Tiana be ko bench no. Any fauna sikana wo kasi ye to abodi abetena bench. So say Samuel Kwesi Yabua Sky on Facebook says they did same with Grealish, bench warmer. 50, 100 now to bench. So bad.
Fancy. Yemo bibi akwa baby. Now, we a story about Alvarez one co training.
Yeah.
Na
also yare.
Miriam wana na mene OKT. You can say story na no credit no say boy na co training. Now fancy there's something I've constantly been saying. Say we a football fan unyaya anka bompa ese binto. And that is when the big boys come after your players. You will definitely lose the battle. When Barcelona and Real Madrid are more back after your player that they genuinely have interest in, even when you keep the player, you will lose something huge. And a newbie and a big boy like Barcelona, Eddie Bully, Club of Atletico Madrid.
Yes, so either so big Jim will lose player no, and also we tin manetana obeshi.
Exactly. So even when you win, you lose. And that's what the big boys need. Barcelona, Madrid. They are the dogus when it comes to the game. When you have a talent, our building a system around. Just pray say, position a player and a bonomu will kill or dada. So they don't have interest in your player. And you might think it's just football. Abrabu maybe umpa. There's one thing we should always pray against. Say something that you have or something that you want. A big man with power, influence, authority, don't come after it.
Something baby.
Oh, anything. And you see, you see everything in life.
And he said David ne Solomon.
Exactly.
That's right.
David ni Uriah ne Bathsheba. Bathsheba Uriah yere. Ne yere ba akope. David gina brosan so no hu oba no wafa no. One na da. Owie ye no, opeso otwahye Uriah ni. Uriah so penyame asem. Ntokwa mu nti no. Oba aba ko ne Bathsheba anda. David needed a way to get rid of Uriah. No actual letter. And or the seal boss. Or here the seal board yes wa. Yes, Fabre Newton ayente.
Yes.
And I odema Uriah na. And a Uriah na di sim pam come the war general. War general ne te no na de on say for Uriah gira okon anim. When Uriah. When the big boys come after what you have or what you want, if you are competing with them, forget it. It be a short comment session or boys need the baba.
Say be girl.
Baby girl be okutano.
Baby girl come be now.
Baby girl be okutana. One managing no bosom you 2,000. No titini more mama girl no 500. Which is about 25% of your income. Big man ne boss the 2,000 koto credit. Wo bosom ya keto no the mama girl say jefa koto credit. Girl na dream be saying. Don't talk to me about loyalty. In the presence of huge temptation, loyalty will disappear. And on Barcelona, they have arrest near Atletico.
Wontumi.
In the presence of temptation, huge, crazy temptation, forget about loyalty. It will disappear. Asemna can atu obi pen, atu obi sesia. When the person have influence, you will be a superstar. Ni dia waje popularity ni keke or the banwa semesi. Obi a galamse ni oba ge ne dem ho no on ne kom shopper wasesa ho nyina ha ofrege na onfa ho kra ne hi obe petu akase ne yemye ne ya me dan 4 o'clock no koda of course no onfa wachi gu ho. That is what Alvarez is doing to Atletico for no man can be shame. Last season they went toe to toe with Barcelona. Copa del Rey omne yiba se film Champions League and the league. So they are competing with Barcelona on 3 different competitions. I'm also baby. Amaya with the face. Say number 9 one thing.
True.
Scan around for a number 9. Our promise. Proper one. You can build your team around. And one thing. Basaba. Alvarez in Yemi and Uncle training. So almost set a confusion at Atletico team. League there's no confusion. Only full focus. Matches. But look at Atletico, what we are discussing. How would the other players even react to the Alvarez situation now? That was his now. Someone didn't super no stay. Boys need to be on he said, and I'll quarry no.
Some boys say the air course on the Munyana Quano.
you also look at something. If you sell him to Barcelona, you are giving your opponent a dagger song from the wall. Into your own pen. That is why Atletico most of the time, almost superstars no more outside. Nipa Baku and Basset Minyane Griezmann, where they activated his buyout clause. Falcao also moton free. Torres to Liverpool, Aguero to Manchester City. They will not sell. Because Emma won't some fan besheno, but Alvarez a chichiro monse gomechi. Now people are even saying Atletico Madrid, why are you forcing an unhappy player? Oh, they say no. Dan narrative na ma bes Atletico mum ne nipa bonini. That is what influence. Odogu bemwa. Odogu galamse ni bem. Fraud boy ni bem. Movie actor and musician in Bemwa, oh, but an pabonini. Well, what's now? At the Newman Kakra, or Henny Pan with TV, so a presenter, fancy. Oh, I started over one. Or no, but or no, but in 1 year, Schaefer, not all Kuntok, almost a wona, at the end of the no chaho patcho. Now, let's go Madrid. Are in a position like they are literally begging. I know what bumpires are there, one. My big boy bimba home.
Boys in the banner, they were so much go brutal.
Man in Bahon. Once minimum stories, oh, the 5,000 for credit. I mean, come on.
And credit.
Don't be a call. Oh, for frame. The 5,000 for ton of a frame.
And also the only 2,000 at the whole month.
Oh, salary 2,000 and one squeeze 25%. Nipa, so we are talking about somebody who is making about 30,000 Ghana cedis a month. How do you compete? Barcelona, in this case, is a successful club. Every player from South America, either say or per Madrid and now Barcelona, because ye kwani kromwa ye nye kuku dama abobo ama clubs we are jidini into when ya kono so be ko obi when you be there's the story of Lionel Messi. There's the story of Lionel Messi. Your friend can say now there's a story say Arteta what the Premier League he want to defend it. What fra Alvarez in Fakono. Arsenal is ready to spend. Don't forget that Arsenal Ateta any Alvarez I Jumo City pen. And so the call on fat because there's an Odogu in the system. What you say? Fancy Areho. Now, Fancy Musa now a story on João Pedro. So say on your West in numbers indeed.
Yeah.
Unyabatre. He had a good start. Maybe one day, Yabeshe Chelsea new front three no more building. It's a crazy front three. A potential Champions League win front three. Sir, oh yeah, they have that potential.
Okay.
Kupama, Morgan Rogers, João Pedro. If the team is well organized, they can do on the spa. Almost a hard front three, Chelsea and Nebino. But you don't joke with West. West has power of. And no some idea anoka. And if there is no example, there's example of Antoine Semenyo. Where's and numbers? Semenyo joining Manchester City Kofa, JC number 42. Yeshe City history nipa e kind pass washe JC number 42 ya Toure.
Yes.
And we to fancy. So washe screen so abon say Enra Premier League team of the season Semenyo 42. There's something about this 42. Manchester City team now down Pep Guardiola. You were great players on my first season under Pep Guardiola. Because of how Guardiola would want to remodify you to suit the system, no, most of them struggle.
Oh, yeah.
Bebre, on the first season. And to some of them cried, because it wasn't just pre-season or adapt you. The middle of the season, they are bringing you on to come and save them. But I mean, when you say 42 now, boy, and share, you know, and your impact, or how he settled, it might not be physical. But I say Jacob, I brought on both when he share what diamond and a coin, you know, a manufacturer, a PM or the physical presence, but this was spiritual.
Because my cousin two crowns for the blessings.
Yeah. Yeah. The last Manchester City African player will make the Premier League team of the season was Yaya Toure. And same JC number, same PMO. And he's the first Ghanaian.
Yes.
Ghana for Premier League, you know, bien wa make
PFX of the season.
Semenyo akwa make. And Semenyo picked number because of Yaya Toure and had the blessing of Yaya Toure, and now it's making a massive impact on him. And it's a good start for Joao Pedro, but also soon say numbers any effect. Numbers will affect pa. So check it. Jack Grealish's first season at Manchester City. The second season at City kwaje treble. The numbers now move above the roof because the first season he struggled. Mahrez struggled in his first season with Pep Guardiola. Even Rodri. Because Rodri first season Roberto Fernandinho, no, he was a bench warmer. He started most of the games from the bench. Second season will take you over. But Semenyo, middle of the season, set the stage on fire, and now we're making something huge. It's a positive one for Ghana because you bida your boys now Premier League and Semenyo team. That is one good one there that I think say in our life. We shouldn't joke with the spiritual aspect when you are taking decisions because yes, Okaso or Bristol City, not sure 42 there, but he had an opportunity to pick any other number. Why this particular number? Omo fetchere, it was a number no sound kofa a baby son kwaman, and now things are going on well. Fancy me man who no Chelsea. It is criminal to spend over 1.5 billion on the transfer market without getting a good goalkeeper. Chelsea has him down. A criminal say, over toto. Now when you're a good goalkeeper, someone that will change the game and take you to the next level. What's that make Chelsea front trainer? You're not Drogba, no Kamalu Damo. You're not Hazard. Oh, Pedro mo, Diego Costa mo, at the point Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, then now when you're Mason Mount, the Champions League under Thomas Tuchel. That was the front three. Was no about the 2-1 system. This is a 3-4-2-1 systems anyway. We be and we be Conte Super Boy on Diego Costa Hazard, Pedro. Chelsea a solid front three. Morgan Rogers can score. He can create. Kupama can do the same thing. Joao Pedro. And one thing about this front three, the movement of these players, how they move. Which makes tracking them becomes very difficult. Because at one point, one is the creator and the supplier for two to be the finisher. At one point, the other move from the creative position and a different player takes over. One run to space to widen the game, other move in to do the finishing. Into Omonia static. Yeah. All comfortable on the ball. And they now have enough confidence. And when I can say, walk up now, boys, in Parma and Kubino. Now he's hungry. And one thing that can take people from one level to the other level is when you are hungry or you are angry. So come don't know any brea. That's the hustling. So baby, when you get to the top, and I'm say getting to the top can be easy, but sustaining because a common brea with the bow jamuako duru so no duru so penas one man. It's send your first sorry 4 o'clock because one sorry I win your bibindi no, and a phone the bona show bank account no matter so. Many. But Kopama is hungry. He wants to prove a point to Thomas Tuchel. Joao Pedro is hungry. He wants to prove a point to Carlo Ancelotti. Walk up now as our boys mean now. Swap Premier League in so because they want to make a statement. And fortunately for them, there's no European football. Yeah. And they will have enough rest to torment teams. Into the front three of Chelsea there and Kechire Dean. Nemo my Chire Hono, into them say a criminal to spend over 1.5 billion our market. And so then your defense is not in a good shape. Fancy. And you see, I'm out for you World Club Championship no year, baby. Fancy would to we. And they do quite gym. Nasa kwaba mo ye onwo adwuma du gina kotoko animu a match bi betimi ahye go. Oh my bottom. But no interest you wasa ba akubi ntino you can take them far. That's why Barcelona fans had issues with Ferran Torres. Baby you gina na and born crown sam beno. As a keeper, mature like this, Chelsea defense organization, and can no soon and can say Gina. Keeper won't bat ball. You see a bat ball called either side. No, Pim no be a Pim central. Conviction defender. I know him, dear who say, walk away. The moment Ubeseni aseno. Home team ni momentum ne sorry. And this is Fulham. Yeah. So imagine the big six. No City wo ho. No, they have a good defense. Wontumi question is 3 goals no. Imagine Ebia United. Imagine Arsenal. And these are teams that eventually some person the Premier League. Only your matches ni here. You cannot be making these mistakes. Vanzi, manya de mo keep papa be na mo.
Me sure say me very optimistic.
Control your palm control.
Either say on sign goalkeeper and answer Mike Penders no be number 1.
They need to make change.
Or your mistakes Grace Sanchez.
It's am say omo watch. Obi almost
my Penders when you know.
Mama anya de omo penny for na anya de man. Check person we are.
Then Alonso on top 4.
They are on top 4. They will trust in the process.
What process?
Yes, me say goalkeeper coach, you know. I'm saying anyway that
what process?
Why you done
process
Chelsea in the pipeline. Chelsea you ma top keepers.
Almost say who mistake no more te. No mo kwa ni 3-1.
No asama ma.
No asama ba to bo ama Gonzalo Garcia.
Ebi Spurs keeper no Europe last season.
Kinski.
Ebi antro no.
Kinski na standard.
To Kinski na
to Garcia ya ma wo pool.
Ano so kwa say.
Ah it be bona defenders ni na aka chire na aka ono nkwa na wache no. Wo de obi nya bi on pe.
Well so be them say wo story na manfo I enjoy pa more na say yen sign o. Na o yere pa de be na aba betu yeske. Ye be na aba betu yeske. No yere pa ba ye tu ama hwan.
A bad thing. We about close now.
Okay. Ojiska, we refi.
Aso be na.
Master, we know net them. And I be this go. There we know net office. News is over. The copy of the bus is here.
Edu so dey over te ote.
Men net office we do. Ye twa video we need to tell copy of me bus is here. One new affair challenge am here yo. You are jibozi.
Munum no mic no.
Ba be dum no.
Wo ba you afraid tell me no. Na me here wie.
Ba wa se nis ka bia ma o.
Kubu.
Ese o ti over ni
no ko fa se be ma ne de wo na ko hihye o.
O dia toto.
O se o ba se sia o. Ko ne ba mi se ahoni o ko nyambo o. Confit to bibia ba me di new things so dem me ba dem.
So obedo so ye me bi was a silver.
O di kai.
Debi obedo na ko debi me ba. No afa kwache. On the best calculator sa no.
Enye when it di kai.
The national service.
Me so yes service. Whoa, Supremo ba Chairman Chum Wahana will say. Good morning, Francis. From what your man is saying is totally, absolutely true. I was dating a girl. Suddenly, her attitude changed. Later, she told me she has an MP, so I can't afford her again. Alphabet, Eddie Free, Accra, and at Dubai. And I'm saying, we'll be at GMP. Well, good morning, Fancy. You guys are really good. But with Jason number issues, I think it depends on the makeup of the player. Koulibaly World 26, JT's number, but what happened? I'm saying, Unia be degree. I just say, Kwame American, so I will London church, so I also enjoy show. No, Kwame. Madam say, BBI fine. Cabo say, oh, you be.
Oh, I do BBI call. BBI fine.
Be a Jody pen down. Be or no influence on society anymore.
David.
And our community no being you be David. One of one year one answer. Okay.
Okay,
almost what you go on Marsha Beba.
Hey, okay. Fine.
But
two boys, I mean, to me,
I town so them. Sound bank. Who need the back to Accra?
What's
Unhiam be a beam.
Ose.
Unhiam what be a beam.
Oh, Quabe so. Better music, so
I'm scared. Young Qua.
Young go over Rasmus, and I was young, learning Comana. Now, me, I do my democracy carbon over Basso, home como, and I watch him with dear. Now, Baba Iraq Sports Stadium, no, or said a new Mexico, NSA Ashanti staff, no, Umu Abomodin, I Juma Pa, na Jumo Mayinano, HSA, Umu Abomodin, share pictures here, ye at the Amawa Dasuya, Nese, O share Oko dressing room, no, and I feel inside that, Omu Gusua, Omu Elboj, my said a baby, Bian Subitima.
ye nti baba Rock Sports Stadium ho ana wo hwe any pictures ni bi any ade nti mu roll pictures no na ye nhwe inside o wura mu akọ washroom no ne ade nyina no yare se o ma ye ho adwuma na afi dressing room ana ye yi bi ade ama nti o hwe se the new city ade na se adwuma no ma ya ye se baba Rabbe fit for anyame adoma game a Friday no enso beba so nti ye yi interiors no inside ni bi di che no ye be wura na yakọ pitch no so ankasa park na no ne hia ho ana ball no ebe koso wonya du pitch no so a wo ma ye pa ama o we said that no na e tutututu so na ye ya fertilizers ne ade mo de ama grass na ma isi enyini kama ama mo twa so ama na ye fen so ti sei ana baba Rock Sports Stadium state no edu enti we de NSA Ashanti wo mo abodwuma enti NSA fo no enso kire so mo frɛ Ghana fo nyina se nyame adoma de park na yi nti kotoko ne as on Friday mo rana mo meta na bibia nso enye kamanti stakeholders mo game no nyina no adeɛ sɛ moba na mobɛta akyiri ɛno ɛyɛ development agenda yi ana ɛno nso ɛkɔ so nti saa bɛpɛm na ne teɛ na democracy cup no ɛbɛba so sɛdeɛ already yɛdi ka de to dwa de ma anɔpa no yɛka kyerɛ sɛ clerk to parliament Reverend Ebenezer Ahoma presented the trophy ɛda so na trophy wan ana bɛgye nyame adoma Friday ɛno ɔmo presented them a NCCE chairperson baba yɛfɛ Caroline Adi ɔno ano mo ɛyɛ presentation de man chere said the New City on the trophy no de ko ba bia nra o de remo armed forces ma ene asoya fo nso hwe said the New Man so city o nti o de ko ba bia na o hwe said mpanimfo esi trophy no so atimi se kama mu oduoji a ebe fete ye peno kakra eno nso free o de ba nti democracy ne de New Man edem nyame adoma Friday eno ebe ba so na ye ka democracy cup na nyame adoma gaka top 4 no nso ebe ba so na gaka womu tournament ne de ano hyepa a kyese ne University of Ghana Stadium Legon ona fancy ne ye hwe se yen game no ebetimi abaso na first match abaso ye 3 pm na 3 pm na abaso no e Go Stars womu ne mediama ana de bebo ani 3 pm ana afi 6 pm Samates any dreams enso e de abo ani na bibia nso e kama na get free a nyame adom omo gene 20 Ghana cedis our popular stand VIP 20 our popular stand VIP no 50 Ghana cedis Legon ho tene sa pepe ana be koso nti se wo ba bia obetimi aba na afa be hwe coach IFN for Dortmund Akasa Dreams FC coach ahead of game no baso no wadi nkoma kakra e de atoja Gaka top 4 eno match ne start for Dortmund Akasa yinti kakra wadi atoja before the game.
Very important about the top 4. We are not really looking at the results. We are looking at the team. We are looking at the team cohesion. We are looking at these new players that we have brought aboard, how they would interview with the existing squad. So we are not looking at winning the top 4, but we are looking at boosting the top 4 to prepare for the season. So yes, results really
top 4 no and common on House of Look on third kids now ready now orange one no team say FPA interne visit the Hope brand office Hope for you woman go so ye ntade e de moment players ni nyina no e call Hope the Hope brand office ho ntade since ho no na team say House of Look cafe jerseys ne de ano e shepa into the third kid no I ready chese eno be videos ne pictures no and ye di ama players no so call ho ekodi dwuma di ma na ye fepa nti we boys na ana omu pictures ni eroli the amount phobia ejadempa na Bechem United nso omu unveiling no akoso players o ma to nyina o ma kabom ana o ma ye unveiling no grand style fepa we Bechem United o mani abrese season no enu ama be ko nti enu ye nkoma kakra free Bechem enso the by na no pay day honsem the ba na krobia kumasi asante godoko enso players no omu so omu unveiling omu Eric Betha and so a player what the message ama Krobia supporters after say on also was signing a deal at the ama Sante Kotoko Eric anyway etuja Pania Catcher say Honorable Sports Minister Ebomodin Eko say Okoshe Eastern Region sa any centers resort a stadium ya YCC complex na udu brihonoma a hard dream pa always said the university a utim say nuama na ya na ejaho na aka na Honorable Sports Minister could do no or say umitimi aboa na sa resource center no die ebeye ame ya ni ye ni atoaso aye eho na fenuama enso etimi akoyintie kaka honorable edituja.
exactly ejuma no e ko say consultants no so aye nyaomu kanu no krese sa na etiana. Then of course also issues of management. Now sometimes documentation behind that NGO at the assembly level. And ya be ni na be the bema no prayer so that we can get the right thing done, because every project are buying some say they share the local authorities, and also now one manage
Fidi Adams and I did to Jadway, ever sorry, so I said Director General, you ramp of Wanka, on say only IT powers in your issue, on the IT issue, or ye day ban, it was a boxing issue about BNT in Koso Ghana, and my IT powers. It's a called the question in a kai into an NSA Director General in Comosen Carbine or Monchananka, and is in Comum Pekka crying at the Famano Fantini Castle, and my say honorable Castle, Baby Biaman, by as I is what Tinano ite video say Oman here 2/2 na ni abre pa ma threaten NSA Director General na unim say sa threaten mo threaten police for ensa aka ite powers just so much no menhwehwemu na NSA Director General say ono de on pursue issue no asem na aba no on ni akiri na mum eno so nkire say on ma NSA Director Ghana Police enyo mu hwehwemu emfa na mum ono say obe pursue asem ni say be ite powers na or court against IT legal issues there, and idea so be fighting IT powers and no ANSC Director General.
Okay. Madam say na chum chairman boko there.
Yeah, na me adumo bia boko na so.
Okay, bia boko. I don't say I wo titei. Ko e fra bia way out of a coverage area.
And your network na me use no.
Okay.
Because phone dey obey there dum now. And one year that I want the business in and I'm name number of friend.
And say be a wosro na otete.
Wontumi. Dabi. Sem so say obeka say has there.
Jason na kapo yi na ho na say.
Oh say me bo whole brand for na baso. Because e ba ye na ye abre okrom ha o. Udim sa. Ya bre kotoko ya bre ya ne ya kakra sa ya di whole brand aba beduru ba bi sei. Ya ne ekofo mo ba system nim so ata say. And I am yadum kakra aba beduru. Enti say so hwa Ghana clubs ni nyina obi pe whole brand ayede. Ahye. Ba me ka say na ne amponsa free oko the first time free Dr. Kwame Child administration wu ye no. On say na ye share area. Enti ba say be she hope na edin. Ye bo match kro we na friendly match na amanfo twitwa ko social media mutu mirika na ade no e rubber na tata place no ho no e wuro di place no dodo ubed wa ha obeka ana kakra ni supporters kasa ye e make sure say whole brand for betutu niam yi and ye je kakra ni agi whole brand e say akasa blaster for krombe japuma no ma for whole brand ho say asema make say wo hwe local clubs here okroma mu tisika yaw anya say on your partnership and as sponsor that club say whole brand kichi omu no tisika ko toje si wa wonten Kalala say so omo show mo has last season ko toje si wa wonten omo amanfo na ko pambre omo de share obia nim has brand na e show omo no anso mu ye rainbow colors no mo de bo na e bia mum what as e kotoko ana ya ni kakra no bia hu se quality ni supporters no mema nkwala show mo afefe eti any has sia on kan na se ne club bia sia na ye share away jesi and ye buy ya na Asante Makalis the na players be home na we buy ya na san say side ko be nyina amanfo ani bre eti this season so show whole brander se clubs ni 14 mo be 11 ono ma tro akoma whole brand so mo keti o mo Ghana eti ese ko na mo boy abaso no whole brand for no boy abaso yi because there's so many answer mu year I can't say as for Tumrika Bay this year oman ko to JCB and free China oman ko whole brand for my quality one dey am ti dey someone FA papa e whole brand dey yaw be ditum ye papa say FA whole brand for nko ade ke ada company bi ade anka men kan wa say but come for so am kiti enu hwe say ko boys no ye ko camper ye say whole brand food slippers just say omu all round omu good e say bob ma ba so part omu say panyi di panyi yani show mo de omu bae it is almost ya more than more quality than has for them because I feel no more maba. Omo de nya kama
anya sa ebe show mu because yesi panyi di panyi
no you say ufu has on bo
ah me fu omo bo say na ni ho na edi ka bo
fight me how
on ha wan ya timben
kotoko
omri timben na be say
sana no buy you omo training share wo say I na you so yes for no feel no mu twam akobo ba bi na
o sa akofa se me kan me moa ana mo ko ball friends inter city matches akra yo mbo ya Port City kwese omo home upon soldiers train omo ye nyina Port City free tema aba omo ye training ko Port wa asase bia nu nsuo nko a omo timi abehye omo na wo so di training be kotoko ya me kan say na da hoyi pobi man omo hye anya nye pobi man omo hye mo nye pobi man omo hye mo omo hye mo wane Port City hye mo wane Haspo so omo hye mo wane eyem home anya ho na nam soldier fo ne training etimi kan we nya anya dance ni bi ni adanse ni bi ni a etimi omo nye dede memeti ye meni aba score ba bia na asase nam ko mu ba ebi oba na makase wi me ntena sekura na me ko me kan gu na chi me kan gu no so na me ko meni ne ko ba bia na aka chem tum yen na de player call blaster goalkeeper number 1 no wa asase calculation bi team se ko 48 ubi are 4 goalkeepers na they attempt 48 ni mo nyansa kakraka bi o se ye reach ye has goalkeeper na toss to 5th and ye na ya sa de na ba ya we ye unse nyina epigi se local finance ye league no nka blaster e ko world cup se anka nya local teams no na local players in be 5 omo kokro no omo nya contractor na nke do ma beton ye league no edi kwa abas mo faso ye ton Benjamin Sare na ye kama e boa wa nya contract me de ya mom because me hu local player bia otimi ara blaster team from local team straight to blaster a obenya bia bo wi a ye nton no manenko so atase hone de nka plasma Sare ba bia e manual so no se wasan akwa aba e be san plus ama ye nyina de ko ba bia has betimi de na ton no you say league na se other clubs in Benyeska but me catch you say don't turn am down no otobrebo a wo de chire wi ase nyina se ne de Benyeska ko to na ntwebrebo ye ne esa so no mishila ile asu ko ni Kimfesa kura je bi be 20 years in Kransa na has baby to mu jade de no mo ye no Kimfesa enya player from Kimfesa play direct to blaster ko boy ko to ko serial ile asu from local team ko ball blaster straight has nya bi da obaka tem just na fi ofri has ko team bi ofri has every Ghana e ko ansa na obebo ntun ka se former player do free club no ma ko straight akobo a wasama club na sa nya sika ya boss ile ale asu e fa ne say obedo obetimi abo ami that time those years you turn say sika kakraka ba de oba e do beton local league but onya kapre oba la so la na we ufi sports minister wa no atiasi mokola na ma ya jeje ama ene kura no mboboyi omso me de ne ba na bebo baba ya sports no wa be duro bia otwa 1 cedi ya catch room scan de betwa but that chance em ti abas munye receipt nka ho omunye receipt en fa nka ho na de betwa bia da chance de car sam sa Sare ko wake up ba
Sare aka cho so jeje 1 cedi
masa busa wiase nyina sa abas de nam so mo ba bana keke short bia ya say England for king striker and boy Harry Kane any Saka boy or that we are not trying to my ni sase ai bana no so ntu duro na ohwe bia 10 season na dia tumi betwa ba bibia ho adanse omo fa receipt nka ho ko ska betwa onye receipt de enya ade be play boa na nyina adana so call blaster no okunya bidae
Meshe has
now I would say place you cry na kotoko hani the first club or ai Ghana ha what me akosan ai Morocco player na ba Ghana on the club bia bida wait 22 years 23 years it's all Africa didn't have a casa and say Africa countries in a ball more than pan Morocco ni Senegal and Ukraine mana Morocco ni Senegal we show more structures from youth from to two players be about Africa be say Cup of Nations Women's Cup of Nations be ye sem fan ko Morocco na se omo to atwen na cup fo nya ba bi omo mo and to some nom ko kan sem crowd Senegal for crowd cup of from sem and facilities ni ne mo ye papa o Morocco ni ti no omo ko ye baga dribia se nke ensa anje cup no ma Morocco and am fa na ya sare ma Senegal and to team ko for player free Morocco the backroom ha we young player asa nya sam keto o anya matra makwefo no omo sensan ni bia what I say assign 6 new players me just omo nyina aye foreign players kakra and penny for board ne management ne technical team etimi blend solid team e di amane
it has team no more yene de menya de am so team a wa ye wie abo Intercity Club ama Port City we am ye asensan kola ba be show de anya de team ba be show ba Sports Stadium ba wo hwe team ni kura na kodoko club ya so wo hwen ya in foreign players e don ba no kodoko nko na wo Ghana e ko fa big ba etimi eboa pa yi trada class one akofa bia atima yi has ko fast track bi by so be kaya has ko fast track bi by so atase ya be say league na se no mo ball for any match so be ka bi di na o ba di minu na di nkoma wu fi me has track ya has track ya mo ko fa de ba ya na ball for any match ewie no agi go kin you say league na so ntimi ambo ba ko
ba pen Albert on dio
Kasala Kasara Ramos, what I say? Pre-season, but say league na say half goal kura one shebi. So what I say? Enti ye ni so ni Yakuba. You go find free Burkina. So ni Sulama. You call Cameroon players be don back room. Omo ba FI eye kama. So what I say? Enti don turn am da kotobre ball no the three wiase nyina. So kotobre ball. Sila aliasu. From club ya Kumasi Santi Kotoko local club straight and a couple blaster. Obi odi jiska Kim First akwa ye be from Kim First team straight to World Cup. Alaji nyaska. Na wo de wa nya bi kwa akwa wan tome anton no. Ana wo si wiase nyina 48 teams na kwa obi are 4 goalkeepers. Na nko na nim calculation na also the 1 million goalkeepers na kwa wa top to 5th. Eti Antonio Mfamfa. Aye good for your league ye gitum. Na mo ko na sa oba na betena fie. Na so sa be bo hasa. Ayampa ya rubber ton class but here dey enfam to twi nya bi be 20 years ni be 15 years ni
be she
etemfa nu mehunu hwan
mo be she
and scan mo be je no so Sunday omo so mo de ne be da mo se omo nya ban na kan hwan enfamra na mom bibia wo ton Ghana ha bia and this aban oteso tax omo digit tax ni na se bia here receipt omo nya receipt mfanto so say 20 pesos na ko ni ubetwa gina house obeju receipt say 1 cedi na abetwa gina house obeju receipt and now we are saying also boni pa the receipt near me we are saying who say okoye no oba ni so gb de den ade ma no la la no mo be say supporters no nyame adma Friday person the spirit no ukuma apem baba spirit na say new players ni mu ya person dey say tenkla mu ya person dey say board ni mu ya person massive support of our Sports Stadium na new players no me foreigners no mo ba no omusa kro bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko no enye team ketwa etie nyina me che baba ya Sports Stadium ma omusa pre-season ye de na nso so eduru time che any has na enye pre-season
mate
match aye ba obi anya record no e de to nsem oba pipa ho kama no de nwura white e de atetere no de ato dem has was so me defending champions ya democracy cup e ba nya ba ko pani abo se ba ko pani abo
okay
ba ko pe ana me bo
abo 2 so has anje ba ko
omo se hwan
no Olympics
ana o me de ko he
ti mami ma bass mem
da bi mi nie na twama no say mi so mi no di nkomo na wo nya nyima no so a wo say bass bem mi sori nko ana o ma me nya program nko wa me to me
ban na so no bass
me ne na ba me beja no ma nko ma me ka so so ba ani ma o ma me nya program ma me nko wa ba say me nya nka say wie
opon ani ego
opa nko bantem opa akọ bantem ya me tam ni metima fa ni nyina
opon ani ego
onya on kasa tam edi ma afi no ba o ba tam be ya me say democracy cup ye buy tournament ye buy anya ba ko pani abo
mabo 2
ade tini abo 2
say has no Olympics abo
no Olympics or division say
obi one
first one ye boy ni hwan ye say no
mo share has
ye de ko he
US
ye de ko US has Olympics o mo ko he
wan ko be
etie no tire say o mo de na Ghana cup anya democracy cup mo ji a ye de ko amono ne uko America we ye je ko London has say o de ko he when I saw my GB, the Omo boy na Ghana check up. I am grand for me na time Olympics committee near to 2. Yakofa abetamu abakotoko. I don't so kofa asare ni afa entry. Omatunton players ni nyina na mkofa. Bukomfo bi no mko boy na omo show ma omo so ma democracy cup. Omo GB mo bia me kanjo. So omo GB ahi na omo de ko e. Eti e be say supporters no. Omo timi fa asare hwenhwe ekrom ha.
Mama
amafo omo ruwura dem ha omo chachi no masa
Wontumi.
Amas na boko de.
Ya do ye de me sorry akuru.
Sana be so ye.
Manu wura wadam. Mini asesra pa. Manu sorry ko asesra pa. E manu wura dem. Da bia be ko bia has won ko a. Wa betra egu kura chi nsuo na hwe no. Hey, wa butu kura anu egu chi nsuo. Ene e bobo kura ni nyina. Be ko nsuo ni sa kura ni nyama. Aya ma bo so mada. Minia,
Amas eti o.
Mbani voice. Oba boni asem kan wose be ma no ebi oba no ebi nti na do to work keka no ana to work keka no what you say oba boni asem kan wose be ma no ebi oba no ebi na chum to work keka no parliament organize democracy cup, that's the third edition. What ye twam say o second one ongo organize ne dey ongo organize ne dey masa o ye din o kasa bi ankasa ye din aye din o apo wi asoro komiria the can say yen Accra House of Folk supporters ade ye wo kuruma bia ne de kotokozo ye ba mu ye kwa na ajirebu ye ba kuruma nyame adma Friday has the 10 has the 9 ashakotoko what the 11 ashakotoko what the 10 ashakotoko jajaka 8 ya the 11 ashakotoko ya the 10 ashakotoko the 9 ashakotoko aka 8. The 3 major trophies in Africa, all 3 major trophies in House of Folk Secretariat. 3 in ya be 2 ya be jinu wa 2 ya be jinu kroma. The major 3 trophies in Africa: Champions League, Confederation, Super Cup. Bonika the Super. Mo fani dictionary ni ewe. Super. O ma menkasa me me so ra ku.
Ukasa so wankasa. Ma menkana asem.
Na Bible kakaka we dey bia one verse na.
The mic here off Abbas kan asem on no mic.
The American say yen die ye ba kroma yensuro. Ade ye yaw bom bia ne de kotoko kroma so ye ba wo mu yen. Ba ye kwa na kire abuabo mo. Ye from Tahrir Square stadium mo mutimi free about 11:30 to 12 anado. What you say? It's here they catch am say kroma na ye ba no. Omu peo ye de Benjamin Sare bo bia betua sika hwe no. What you say? 145 goalkeepers ko work up Benjamin Sare to 5. What you say? Benjamin Sare to 5. What you say? Benjamin Sare to 5. Keepers 3-3 obi ade keeper 3-3 na ko 3 times 48 years ayin. 3 times 48 years ayin. Now what the FIFA? What does the FIFA? Near the back room, who does come here? Who does come here? It is scoreboard 30 series. You try Ben Masa the 10 series now they are 2 box room. Center line 50 series. You try Ben Masa the 10 series now they are 2 box room. Amakom you try 30 series now the 10 series now they are Ben Masa box room. Yeah, we are and you in the band the Kobo main gate. You try one out here. 10 series, open 15 series. You say be to be a receipt. Who come ho no any boss pay 10 series. Hey, who go ben 15 series. Who for receipt? Yeah, but GG. Because on team go work up we pay $800, $700, $1,000 go no. E ma kroma me 30 series go no. Okwa besi, obi anto. What you say? Em ko no. Calibre team ni ato. Goalkeeper what dinner the 3 lions win. The 3 lions win. Amaya on was so 3 lions. Lion ba ku ba no wanti, lion ba ku mienu ba no wanti, me asaba obetimi. As we the 3 lions, but ma say the dinner won win. Now keep away back kroma. Now what does o me he no. Omumra. Ni ebe wo mo se bofro to he be to masa. Omumra. Dia be kire mo kroma pa no be hu yen.
Wontumi.
Yen eniema ye yero kroma no. Eno de de ba. Na House of Folk ene yasani Pyramid striker, Pyramids from Egypt. Waba Eddie Dreams ako Confederation semi-finals. When the team jump to the fight 3 minutes na ball down, but now red flag at the one you have born on to form one. Obi na ba foul. Angie, John Angie, Ghana Mbappe, Accra of Mbappe. Ese please you don't go Kromano. Masa. So kotokofo nim no obi o na do se play the pon bia no be hwere bia diska Mbappe e bakroma onu ofi Pyramids na Pyramids vosu waje ball to no Pyramids mo video no 3 minutes na referee ko masa let the ball come down let the ball come down let the ball come down ko do na ko wa foul udu ti ko wa foul yɛ de ne ba Jonantwi oba kroma wɔno na ɔcarry Dreams Confederation semi-final
Wontumi
etu obia ni hɔ a obetumi ayɛ Jonantwi obetumi ne bɔ obetumi abɔ sɛ Jonantwi timi ne amene wo kasa yi ɛnado pa dika training dika Jonantwi training kura ni pe ko hɛ na wutimi nkan na yɛ betre kroma na mo babɔ mo kɔ America mo boy ya mo hyɛ ya mo kɔ America visa America for hu musu ba visa o ma mo 7 na mu 2 dwane that is the 22 kɔ ya ke mu 5 ne be dwane na yɛ sa ma mo kɔ biem enti aka kyerɛ om sɛ match yɛ boboyi yɛsi yɛ kɔ Sunderland ɛno a Sunderland for the so Benjamin Masari no mu the whole England Ghanaian player biom ne na Benjamin Masari se Saka kwa Saka no ma Saka njia Saka is Benjamin no ma de so asare se Saka pure training ground of the Benjamin no ma de so asare Saka na dina go and also when dina mi go with dina the Three Lions go etimi na de can say ye de ye ba kroma maka to say the 11 ashekoto kroma ye the 10 ashekoto kroma the 9 ashekoto aka 8 and the ashekoto kroma ye bounce so the Confederation trophy no eba ye the champion kwaje ye the trophy abeji kroma nyina ye the ba nyame adoma sa Friday trophy abeji kroma bia ye the ba ye the Super Cup neba ye the Confederation neba enti ye the baba South Scotland supporters be hu say the be ye kroma no eno an ye beto aso enti ye ka chechum say ono de won tra ha no onye dide
Wontumi
na nyame adoma Friday 4 o'clock M6 no ene ye be hu bi so de body ho no befa okay the trousers of folks say kroma na ye ba no ye medi agro ye ba kroma no ma ye free akọ pe achirenye eno an ye de ba enti ye ka chirem say house of folk ba kroma dia omunyira yiye na Jonantwi ba kroma Benjamin Masari ba kroma ombo one player dia odine ba kroma o kroma wa ye be hwe no o mami one player kroma ye be hwe no your wake up player statistics show say 140 something you go keep on the 5 Jonantwi were a semi-finals player of the Confederation Cup Pyramids omo ye league winner our Egypt but wakobobi o mami one player what about the highest club in Africa one player what about Confederation I go do semi-finals one player what go World Cup I go to England dinner England for win na ye ba na betwes kama zuntes kama
okay Chairman will be can I'm in from videos no quick
ya the mechanic say so wo hwe kodokone hasa some will be able to match records na my year every match bia bebo bia August bia Friday bia no ya bomb akoma be 20 ni na free house nsem what you say sir bibini coach tena bench nko ade a house wo mo
ne do ne house bebo akoye bibini mu coach bibini
so one kan me no na na ga je so mo de mu coach no free you na de bibini South Africa na man for kran ko che mo no free South Africa afide also ebroni e ba records ne de afide also ebroni se nya bibini bia tena bench ne house bo in August bia na cap match na Friday omo po mo num apunso ni nyina ngo omkom amoyam ye be hye omo
the player better than the
what I say any players
player bay
una wo say wakoto player
Jonantwi
ya say na corners so no na so me train wasem
Jonantwi
so corners training grounds na okohwe corners training na who the player per corner so who gina am sa them play no be justify so them play the wa bone ball ha ba mo wi ni na mu nyina wa agogo
Wontumi
Jonantwi dey so wa bone ball wi who do be gina defender be anim
yo
who did be say goalkeeper ben then lad ana wake up no ko your experience
yo da go be no die
champion you go Ghana what you know Morocco akofo Morocco young player bi ade aba for the best goalkeeper from Morocco no mu bu 23 years ade aba no abeta what I say it's players they do foreign players where you omo ba good players I have experience. I'm for Friday. Was we keep asama be catch so almost Benjamin Sare pepe be some so madofo nyum bia de tenyumbu nim. Best supporters no omo asare pia omo shara omo sasiento. Enkombesie bikoya masaba biko wake up amanya contract o
wakɔ asamba yɛ tɔ calibrate mo wode wakɔ asamba bɛtena fie ɛna wode ba bɛgye wonya big
FIFA for contract ana
wonya
Shadrack mo rolling me videos na mame
FIFA ɛyɛ welcome